without acting alone. Happily control. Happily control. You without have no soul.
Get your feet up, cause right now you in the presence of grown men. You are fucking with a legend right now. Legend. Racks on a Pro Tools setup to set it off. Have to crack, get the ski mask treatment, I kill it all. I forgot him, see, thinking he Jesus, I come across. Get crucified by euphemisms and metaphors. Ain't no antidotes for antidotes, poisonous bars. Acid vats built on your pigment and melted off. Cuban links from that Raekwon album, that's what I flaws. If you ain't good for that, I'll snatch it right off of your neck. Your hands in the air.
What up, doc? Or should I say hello, nurse? Since a tiny tune never's been below thirst. Like Gatorade, never would I say today. We keep the chicks half naked like it's Labor Day. Like the kicks on my feet, haters slope, they squeak. Rolling deep with the boys, took no police. We beat a Pyrex, hater, you can die vex. Extort who, man, please, check your time X. Name buzzing out of models, wanna swallow mine. So in the back to 23s like my Olive 9s.
Get your feet up. You are fucking with a legend right now. Legend.
My kids, my weed, my bitches. You know I need my bitches. I'm working hard, staying on the job, cause riches equal bitches. And riches equal fame. And fame to say my name. No Destiny Child, but a Destiny Child is making my own lane. This talent over hype. Get it right, you gotta be precise. She in that V, I looking right, I'm trying to beat tonight.
Do it like you doing if it's Snapchat. Do it like you doing if it's Snapchat.
Fuck your Skype, Instagram, and your Twitter, ho. I got a couple bands, let me see you dip it low.
It's so immaculate right now, that's how I feel, man. You are rocking with the best, none other than the illest, bro. So dope. Racks on a Pro Tools setup to set it off. Have to crack, get the ski mask treatment, I kill it all. I forgot him, see, thinking he Jesus, I come across. Get crucified by euphemisms and metaphors. Ain't no antidotes for antidotes, poisonous bars. Acid vats built on your pigment and melted off. Cuban links from that Raekwon album, that's what I flaws. If you ain't good for that, I'll snatch it right off of your neck.
Everybody's at the record house, rocking at the record house. Everybody rocking at the record house, baby. Baby. Rocking at the record house. Everybody rocking at the record house. Baby. Rolling at the record house.
Ooh, that got shut off a little sooner than I wanted it to. All right, whatever. There's the music fading out. How we doing, boys? How's it going? We chilling, we vibing, we doing good tonight. Hopefully you are. I'm just waiting on Gray to go ahead and make the party. For us to play tonight, but then we should be good. We should be real good. Let me make sure the audio is working fine. Yep, seems to be all right. There's a big ass delay in the stream, or from the stream to when I'm talking. It's like something like 50 seconds. OBS delays it by like 20, and then YouTube gives it an extra 30 for whatever reason. Whatever. Anyways, I'm just trying to fill time at the moment. So let's just, let's go ahead. I'm gonna transition. I think I already did transition, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, you see, we're just waiting on Gray to go ahead and open up the world for us. Our boy Ethan is on tonight, so maybe he'll join us. But for now, I guess we'll just chill in What It Do Though. We haven't played this since the first episode of Minecraft with the boys. And I am titling these episodes now, so that's fun. Gray suggested that I go ahead and do that, and you know what? Since we're sort of doing that, sort of doing an episode style, so yeah, might as well. What else? What else can I talk about to fill the time? Let's see. I've got some resources right here. That's right. I finished, or when I finished, we were mining. So let's just go ahead and keep going. I'll wait for Gray to send us the text notification. He's being very slow tonight. I saw he was on Halo, the Master Chief Collection, which means he's probably resetting his internet for Minecraft, or for his Xbox or something like that. Because for some reason it doesn't seem to like to be compatible. So, anyways, there we go. 24 iron. That'll be enough to get us, well, a few things actually. Let's go ahead and make a sword. And let's make a chest just to store some stuff. Boom, 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 boom. All these unimportant things. Andesite. Yeah, that's about right. We're waiting on it. Yep, Gray is... Well, I got a text from Gray. It says he's on. Okay. We'll just wait for him to invite us to the party. There we go. All right. Should be joining now. Oh, Davis is already in the party. Oh my god.
No.
What is that?
He's here. Wait, is that?
Yes.
Oh shoot! I thought that was great. Intro
All right.
music
Well,
there.
well, I appreciate the intro music. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Hey, we don't want to get copyright banned.
Don't
It's they don't. Nintendo doesn't copyright their music. It's fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I've used their music in videos before. It's video game music, so like if people try to play that video game, then they're gonna get copyright claimed.
I've had some problems with the Japanese lately.
The Japanese, how so? All right, we'll start. We're starting off very strong, aren't we?
Did you crash?
It was about 70, 80 years ago.
Oh,
I was on a small
history
island
time.
in South Pacific called Midway.
Okay.
All right, David.
This is a wonderful way to start off.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 seconds in, already have a Guadalcanal flashback. We love it.
We were charging up the hill, which is a great transition into Washington, what we think should be the Washington football team's new name, the Washington Code Talkers.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
That was put forth by the Navajo Nation themselves.
Which
Was it really?
big props
Yes.
to the Navajo Nation for that hot name right
Yes,
there.
that is spicy.
We do
Discovered
like
that
it.
earlier this week.
We do
Yeah.
like it. All right. Yeah, we need to harvest some bread soon. We are low on food.
I will get on that right away.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, potentially, I'll tour Davis around.
Yes. All right.
So that the viewers don't have to endure yet another mediocre tour around the base.
Yeah. Not much has changed other than the interior, which the viewers will
Honestly,
see.
we've done some exterior changes.
Just a few. Okay. Well, a few.
I personally have been very happy with our progress. All right, Davis, you're gonna have to follow me here, so that you get the best possible entrance while Drayton is farming. Apologies for the delay. I thought we would be starting a little closer to 10:30.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
Alrighty. So if you look out in the courtyard,
Oh.
we have been doing some spicy things.
Yeah. I see
Yes.
the fountain
We took
right
out
there.
the bridge to improve the view. We created a fountain that we're hopefully going to have a little statue in right here. We're very excited about that. Other than that, we've done. I don't know what you missed right here. We did some landscaping, and then we've been working on some interior
Ooh.
design.
Yeah. No, that's sharp.
So we've got our color scheme down. We've got some seating areas. I kind of went a little crazy putting some fireplaces in. So we've got desk and fireplaces on either side here. We've got a nice first story toilet, a little bathroom with a mirror here. Very, very
Nice.
excited about this. We got to have our essentials in place.
Love it.
And then today we will be polishing up the second floor and potentially building a new addition. We'll have to see kind of what we're up for here. And then if you come on, me and Drayton have done some bedroom modifications. We also, if you look, we've been putting some nice seating areas and getting rid of some of this. These kind of blank spaces in the castle. This is one of my spaces right here. I call it the reflection chair.
Fun.
You can just kind of sit and stare at this painting and reflect on, what mankind is walking towards, if you will.
Nice.
I don't want to think about that for too long, but anyways.
Yeah, we're walking towards hell. All right, it's not a surprise at this point. Back to the rest of the video. Got my bedroom over here with a nice kitchenette. We've got a little map of the castle that I'm very happy with. I've got my plant with some sunlight. I've got a nice booth with some table and chairs. Once again, love me some cozy fireplace areas right here.
There's a cloud in here.
Yeah, turn clouds off because
Yeah, it makes things a lot better.
We're in the clouds. and then my bedroom right here with a little dresser with my netherite enchanted armor. Big flex, big flex. And then out
Gray's
here
flexing up there.
we've got a
he
balcony
is.
overlooking the kingdom, if you will. And then if we go across the hall here, Drayton has really gone all out with his bedroom
Oh yes.
and detailing in some countless hours.
Oh yes. The
spent.
viewers haven't seen this, so here was the final product.
So this is
Oh yeah. Living area, the kitchenette over here. Yeah.
Just
Oh,
Someone's
got the stream up loud. Yeah.
and it is gone again.
just like my
Delete
dad.
those tabs.
Ooh.
Ooh. Alrighty.
Anyways,
So, yeah, I
Moving
don't
on.
know if you want to show them the other bedroom and
yes,
I don't know if
Gray's
they got
room.
a chance to look at the lobby right here.
Yeah, no, I don't think I really gave them a chance to look at the lobby. That was really the only major thing we did.
Besides the bridge,
Yeah, since
we have
last stream.
taken away the bridge.
Yeah,
So-
no, I think we saw that last stream, but
Oh, okay. Right. I don't know. I kind of lose track at this point.
yeah, no. Here's our new lobby. Chandelier, big chandelier, big ass
We
chandelier.
like a good chandelier in this
Yeah.
house.
We got some gold armor, because we gotta flex a little bit. Just
We
a-
do have
just
to
a-
stunt on the mobs, if you will.
Just a
That's
little
right.
bit. We got some living areas, one over here, one over there. Gray really likes his fireplaces.
I love me a good cozy fireplace. There's nothing like the smell of burning flesh.
Yes.
This is a study section over here. Moving away from that conversation. Holy.
Gray, what kind of books you got
Yeah.
in there, dude?
Yeah, we're getting well. They're mainly fueled. Honestly, it's it's really a struggle to
Yep.
keep the fires lit, if you will.
Is it
I've
your
kind
struggle,
of
though?
taken it upon myself. The struggle, it's really my struggle to keep all the fireplaces.
I think over here is the bathroom that the viewers haven't seen yet.
Do you know why I picked
There's the-
red for the theme of the castle?
This
I
is
don't-
the toilet.
Originally, it was going to be red and black and white for one of my
Great, you
favorite
didn't
teams in all of history. The NC State Wolfpack.
Yeah.
Oh, what a legendary time. As you can tell, we've got some outside banners displayed. Yeah, okay.
That's yeah.
They're
we
there.
got-
Yeah. So now it is time
Added a couple of those.
to get right into it. So I saw that we were going to be reviewing unpopular opinions.
Yeah, I figured that's what we
Oh,
could
okay,
go for
okay.
today. That should
'Cause
be
I
fun,
do
right?
I think it should be fun because I
Oh, yeah.
want to try and make some of these unpopular. I think we can all agree that most of what we're going to see is popular opinions.
Probably, or good opinions. But
Yes.
some of these are going to be
So I think-
genuinely bad opinions.
Yes, we
So-
should try and flip it so that each one of these is an unpopular opinion. Because I really would like to model for the unpopular opinions subreddit that what an actual unpopular opinion is.
All right, so who's gonna be
All right.
who's gonna be reading off?
It can't be Drayton because Drayton read
Yeah,
off
no.
last time and we got nothing done.
Yeah.
Gray, I think that's you then.
Am I doing that? Yeah, you can work on
There we
your
go.
bedroom if you want
Let's
to.
do it.
All right, so I will be.
I would like to see what what Davis can make for his bedroom. So yep,
I
it's
am
time
also-
for it's time for
Alright,
Reddit
you
review,
got-
guys.
If you
Yeah.
want Drayton's signature 4-poster bed, you will have to pay for installation though. So,
Oh, fun.
all right.
I accept U.S. dollars and Vietnamese dong.
Yeah,
DK.
honestly, I think the
Oh.
fact that this subreddit has 1 point. Wait, what? Who's Vietnamese dong?
Uh-oh.
No, that's the currency in Vietnam. It's the dong.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It's one of
Yeah.
it's one of the least valuable currencies
definitely.
in the world. So 2 million dong, please.
All right.
Moving on.
Okay, so we've got our first unpopular
All right.
opinion, which is inevitably a popular one. I
Okay.
couldn't care less about the British royal family. Now, I could not agree more with this statement. I really think it's pretty obvious they don't have any power, they don't hold any value.
Yes.
And again, this is one of the reasons I think we should establish standards for celebrities. Because let's face it, not everyone deserves to be famous. I think the only, the only reason these people are famous is inbreeding and murder.
Oh, and not being British.
Yes,
go.
they were quite literally born into fame. And these people should have to be famous on their own merits.
Yeah.
Otherwise it just screws up the whole system. You can't inherit fame. It doesn't work like that.
Right.
Now, the real trick, and what I suspected, is trying to turn this into an actual unpopular opinion. Without just flipping it into, I care about the British royal family. Because I think there are people that care.
Just not here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nah.
No, well, not in the game, but I mean, there are people in America.
Hey, can I put
that care.
the soul torches and soul lanterns in my room?
Yeah. Sure. What?
Okay,
Do you
alright,
want a
yeah.
4-poster bed, Davis?
I would love that.
All right.
Okay.
What kind of
Ooh.
wood do you want?
Oh,
Yours. Birch.
Birch. Oh.
what the birch? Really, Davis?
Actually, you know what? No. Give me spruce. Give me spruce.
Okay,
Spruce.
that's what I thought.
There you
I
go.
was gonna say, is there something wrong with birchwood, Gray?
Well, I mean, not if you like birchwood,
All right. So where are we going with the royal?
There are
family
some
here?
people that they don't want to be impressed. They just want, good, consistent birchwood. It doesn't.
Yes.
It's not impressive, but it gets the job done. If you know what I mean.
I've
ain't
heard that a
much.
lot.
So back to the next unpopular opinion. Ooh, all right. We do have a comment that needs to be mentioned. Agreed with
Okay.
one exception. Prince Andrew. We do need to bring up the horrific accusations of sexual assault and Epstein-related behavior.
I saw a meme about that today. I need to send it to you guys.
Yeah.
Ooh, it was not it.
Oh.
Oh no.
Actually, let me go. Hold up. I'll go ahead and stick that one in the group chat.
What's what'd you come up with? What'd you come
For
up with,
what?
Davis? This meme, this so-called meme of yours. What you
Oh,
got?
it's about to hold up. It's about to drop. The crops one real quick.
What, you got to crop out the iFunny logo?
No.
Ooh. Made with Mematic.
Don't do me like that.
Uh-oh,
Ah.
Davis.
Oh no.
All right. Oh, I've got some good ones coming up. All right, the first one.
Oof.
Wait, I didn't get it. What is oof?
Ooh.
Is it in the snap?
So
Yeah.
it's a tweet by Tim Dillon. Allegedly.
Oh no. Bro, the tickets are too expensive. Believe me, I tried.
Oh my god. Well, all the viewers are being left out on this, so this is
All right, well,
this
the
is
last
terrible.
time I tried to board Bill Clinton's plane, Secret Service kicked me out.
Dang it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. What's our first opinion?
All
Yes, what
right.
opinions?
I do have my first actual, I think it'll be a controversial opinion. Here it is. Video games are the best way to tell a story. Thoughts?
I love video games.
I like it,
There are
but
some with killer
I think it's
stories.
case by case basis.
I don't think so.
You can say that they are definitively the best ways to tell a story.
No.
Because I think one of the biggest parts of telling a story is trying to get, it to appeal to a certain audience, and video games appeal to a very specific audiences.
Right.
So I see the merits of it, and I do like it. I think there are things you can do with video game storylines that you can't do with other mediums, but as a whole, it is. I don't think you can say that they are definitively the best way.
I'm gonna say no simply because part of it, like you're playing the game, it's the story is technically somewhat in your hands, and doesn't make it the best way to me because like a good story, at least in my opinion, is when it's completely out of your hands, that you have no idea what's gonna happen. In video games, like let's face it, you're gonna beat the game, so it's just that to me kind of drops it a little bit.
I mean, I can see your point. If it was a multi-choice game where like your decision impacts the outcome of the game, then like yes.
Okay. Yeah,
Definitely.
I can get that.
I don't know. I think some games have a really good storyline. I agree when you say that not all games, like you can't definitively say that video games have the best storylines, but like there are some that are genuinely, they tell a really good story.
I think they have, as a whole, they have more merit than people will give them credit for in their storytelling ability.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think we can all agree on that.
I'm not the only one who's gone on YouTube and just watched cutscene compilations. Like, the fact that those are interesting means that people have done a really good job developing them. So.
Yeah. I mean, I played GTA 5 for the first time earlier this year, and I'm gonna say I had a really fun time playing through the story mode of that game. Partly because that story mode was actually really, really well written. Personally, like I didn't know what was gonna happen about halfway through. I didn't know how the story was gonna finish.
Okay, interesting.
I genuinely had no clue what was gonna happen next.
Interesting. All right, are you ready for our next one? Because I'm excited for this one.
Let's do it.
Unpopular opinion: money does make you happy.
That's true. Well, it depends on the way you spend it. I think that's kind of like, just having straight money won't affect anything, but the way you spend it can absolutely affect things.
Okay. I get behind Davis's answer here, to be honest. I mean, this is mainly stuff that I've garnered from, because there have been a lot of studies on the subject, but it really boils down to money in itself doesn't hold that much value to a person.
Right.
But if you use money to facilitate experiences, that's when it becomes...
Yeah.
That's when it allows you to gain more happiness than you would.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Like when I have $10 in my pocket, it's But when I go out and I spend $10, I'm eating with somebody for 2 hours, then that's what equates to
or if
happiness.
we go
it's not
on, camping trips or trips to the beach or stuff like that.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't know how that's an unpopular opinion. I feel like that's kind of a consensus.
Well, I think there's been a very big backlash against just some capitalist traditions, and I think the idea that money brings you happiness
doesn't sit well with people.
It doesn't, like, people don't like to admit how focused on money they are. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Davis, which bedroom did you want?
I have no idea. Just pick one.
All right. Um, I'm gonna go with the one that's right below me.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Hit me with it.
It's not that women aren't funny. It's that women that try and replicate male-like humor aren't funny.
Yes.
Hmm.
I
A
mean,
yes from David. Why do you say yes here? It's a pretty quick, definitive answer. I'm curious.
I don't know. I think just from my experience, well, one from school and two from like working at a summer camp, it's just that
Mhm.
humor-wise, it definitely is different in that males are a lot more kind of a lot more often.
Am I am I the only one that didn't get any of that?
Can y'all hear each other well? Because that cut in and out a lot for me.
Uh,
You were distorting for a
okay.
minute
You
there.
need. Okay. Davis, can you repeat what you said? Because I didn't catch like any of that.
Yeah,
Was that
agreed.
distorting? I
All
was like, well,
right.
just from my experience of, well, my personal experiences, and then from like working with kids,
Oh.
it's like it's been old. Okay, like just personally from what I've seen is that dudes are relax.
Drayden,
Just
cut the
from
stream, quick!
Stop.
Yep,
Stop.
I seem to get busted on stream.
You have
No,
violated
but
the
like,
law.
Squad called.
whoa. No, like just from experience though, from what I've seen is that males are a lot more willing to kind of roll with the edgy, kind of vulgar, offensive humor than women
Yeah.
are. And I don't think we've all had, just kind of experienced that. I know in our own experience with those kind of jokes, like you don't really see that
Hmm.
from anybody but guys. And I do
Well, I
think it's
think
definitely. I think it's true.
Yep. Yeah.
interesting.
Why I don't know, but I mean it's like just from
Yeah,
personal
I don't know.
experience,
It's
definitely agree with it.
interesting because it's one of those arenas in which I feel like female comedians struggle a lot more than male comedians, really, to just appeal to people. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of times, like, or at least male like female comedians arise from the fact that female comedians are trying to appeal to a mostly male audience.
Right, because that's more
And
of
I think
the
it comes across almost as like faking it. I don't think you have to be, like one of the guys to be funny. I mean, I've
right.
come across a lot of comedians that they just have like a very weird and interesting perspective on life. And that's what I want. I don't want more of the same because I remember when I first got into comedy and it's like every single comedian had the same story about a Catholic upbringing and then hating life and then
Yeah,
dropping out of community college and then getting divorced from their first wife at 35 and sharing their two children. And it's like,
it's specific.
this is really, like that's what every
Yeah,
like comedian used to be like, and it's just really boring. Like, I mean, a lot of
Yeah.
time, like they are creative at storytelling, but at the end of the day, like they're just talking about how their daughter shit on them.
yeah.
So I think you're right. It just struggles from the fact that different people have a hard time appealing to what is just fundamentally an audience of dudes.
Well, that and I think that
Yeah.
different people just, it's cliched a little bit, but different people find different things funny. And I think that just our base for what we find funny is completely different. Like
Yeah.
just some of the things we've done, I know, like personally together, would
Mhm.
never fly if it was like all female. And so
Yeah, I think that's really it. Is like you just have to be aware of the context in which you're speaking.
Yeah.
All right, I do have some real unpopular ones coming up right here.
All right. All right. What you got for us?
Trump was right to ban TikTok? Question mark.
Yeah, we should talk about that. We kind of skipped over our traditional news segment.
Oh yeah,
Save that one.
we did
Save
sort
that
of
one for
do
later.
that.
I don't want to break your. I don't want to break your roll up.
No, let's
Unless you want-
Let's
Let's
go
get
ahead and
into
talk
the
about the
real
news.
quick.
Let's talk about the news.
Okay. So
News
Do we have like a
time.
news drop?
It's time for the news.
what do you mean? I don't.
Like,
I mean,
we need,
it's
like, a
just time for
drop.
the news. You know.
Yeah.
Let's get
News.
right
Into
into
the
the
news.
news.
That's a copy strike.
All right. Well, it's not like he's still here. You know.
Oh,
So anyway,
Alex.
I
Wait.
I feel like we should, maybe put a disclaimer out there. I know Kanye West has been mentioned in our news segments,
Yeah.
and it has come to, our attention that there are clearly some more serious mental health issues going on. And, I'm not going to take back, what I said, but
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna put a little disclaimer on top of that like I understand that there's some stuff going on, and it's not fair to just judge him without knowing exactly what's going on. So
Right.
I would like to sort of throw that out there.
Yeah.
That being said, it is interesting. I think the the Kanye West incident, as well as Will Smith getting cheated on by his wife.
Yeah. We
Which,
kind of missed
let's
that one a couple
really,
weeks ago.
Really talk about. I think we can all agree
Big
that
sad
Will
for
Smith deserves better than that. And
Yeah.
I would say.
I really-
100%.
1000%.
Exactly.
Will, if
Yes.
if you so desire, I will be your next wife. All right, and I will never cheat on you.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to know that from the bottom of my heart.
Truly.
We will have to talk about, what's going to happen to Jaden.
Oh,
But that's another conversation.
All right. Yeah.
I don't like Jaden Smith, and I'm not going to apologize for it. Okay.
All right. I mean, okay.
You saw the
I don't have-
Karate Kid remake just like I did, Drake.
Yeah.
I know it. All right.
Yeah,
It wasn't
I-
great.
Yeah. No, it wasn't that good in retrospect.
It wasn't After Earth, but it wasn't good.
oh,
Oh.
All right. Anyway, we'll take a break from hating on that. We do love you, Will, and
Yes.
stay fresh
not
out
from
there,
your
King.
movies.
Yeah. No, it is really messed up though.
It is, but it has called attention to the mental health of men, and specifically black men. So I think that's really interesting to see that that those were the two incidents that I don't know. It's just really
Yeah.
interesting for me to see what some of these trigger incidents are that result in change, because I
Yeah,
feel like in
totally.
a lot of different scenarios you wind up knowing that there are things wrong with a particular industry or a particular situation, and you know that at some point that's going to change, but I feel like it's much harder to see what's going to be the incident or what's going to be the person that causes that change. So to me, it's very interesting that out of all the things that have happened uh, with race relations in the past little bit, and with gender roles in the past little bit, that Will Smith getting cheated on his wife and Kanye West running for president were the things that really like
And actually having percent.
male suicide rates are up again and again and again. I wonder what's happening. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of times it's very odd that certain incidents result in the change that they do.
that's true.
Speaking of change and incidents, I've seen some stuff about Ellen in the news that normally I wouldn't care for, but she always does smile just a little too much for me,
I could understand that.
and it does bring me just a little bit of joy. I've not had the best week, and it brings me a little bit of joy to know that her world is crumbling to the ground as we speak. um, I don't know if you guys have kept in touch, but I've seen some allegations of harassment, and, toxic workplace culture, and potentially some racist attitudes at
Yeah,
Ellen's show, and
Really?
yeah,
so
I'm seeing this stuff too.
really
It's
coming out
not
of left
pretty.
field there. But I do, you know, change needs to happen everywhere, not just where we expect it.
That's
So,
correct.
it's always fun to see where that happens.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say I disliked Ellen. Like, I tolerated her, but I could see
I was
why people
neutral.
disliked her.
Yeah.
Like, I thought she
She
was
seems like
alright,
one of
but
those people that you get mad because they're happy. Like what are you smiling about? Like we're at the DMV. Life isn't great right now. We're just
There you
mhm.
go.
like I don't know. I just want to see people change moods, and so it just always seemed fake to me. But it's fine.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we got some real. We've got one that really I'm gonna say just because it speaks to me. Actually, unless anyone else has any other news for the week. It could be personal or just a headline that you saw to
Yeah,
pop out.
no,
I've been
I haven't,
busy,
I
so
haven't really
not
been
really
paying
much from
attention
this
to the
end.
news. Not that I
Okay.
usually make an effort to pay attention to the news, but yeah, no, I got nothing.
Well, it looks like evictions are going to be on the rise, so there's that. But
Evictions.
Makes
yeah,
sense.
I mean, I was kind of wondering when it was going to happen. So I don't know. Personally, if we want to go back to our finance roots for a bit, we used to have a little bit of a finance segment on the news. I've
Oh,
always found, I've always had a suspicion that auto loans are going to be the new home loans for this economic crash.
Hmm.
So in the same way that a lot of Americans in an unregulated loan industry bought houses that they couldn't afford, I
uh-huh.
kind of see that happening for cars. We talk about an average median household income of you know in the mid to high 50s in a good state in the U.S. and people on average are buying new cars that cost $38,000. So it's pretty obvious
Yeah,
that the average American is buying a car that they can't afford, and
yeah,
there's not a lot of regulation in the auto loan industry. So I really don't think it's going to happen from housing evictions. I think it's going to happen from defaults on auto loans, and really just a general collapse of the American auto industry that's been propped up by government support for a few decades now, if we're honest.
yeah. No, I did see that like the average like American household or something like that, or the average American family spends like $38,000 on a new SUV when they buy a new SUV, and that just seems like unusually
It's just
high.
wrong. Like we walked
Yeah,
onto the
no.
Chevy lot at some point, and we're spending like it's $67,000 for a Tahoe LT. A base
Nope.
trim Chevy Tahoe, and that is, in a word, not it.
No.
Someone earning
Two words.
$67,000 is doing pretty well for themselves. and
Right.
they would spend every dollar that they made for a year on a mid-tier Chevy with no features and fake synthetic cloth seats out of a GM parts bin. You know, just
Exactly.
what?
Yeah, no.
So
I just
that's what
I
I
can't
thought.
I can't ever see myself walking onto a Chevy lot like, yes, I'll have one Chevy Trax, please. Like,
I
no.
Oh, no one's buying the tracks. We should do a car news segment
Yeah,
if we're
no.
honest.
Oh.
Yeah, probably.
I
No,
I
like
did see a list of the ugliest cars out,
Jeep
and
Gladiator, #1.
it
There we
really
go.
really pleased me to see the Cybertruck on one of them. I was really glad some website had the nuts to put that up there, because that thing is horrible. All right, as someone
it is not pretty.
who was past tense supportive of Tesla as a company, that is horrible and needs to go. We will not support the Cybertruck.
Yeah, no. It's not pretty.
It's ugly. It's hideous.
It is not pretty.
Go on.
All right.
Oh, this
Don't tell me a squared plus b squared equals c squared should be a truck. All right. Oh my gosh,
I ended up going on Google's.
bro! I've made paper airplanes that look better than that car.
Oh.
Well,
No.
in better news for Tesla, at least the reviews for the Model Y are in, and they are positive.
Yeah, but I saw quality control on it was terrible.
Is it?
Also, shout out to the I forget. I think it's the Model 3. But there's one model that they have. They have an established problem of the rear bumper just sort of yeeting off in the rain. And so,
Really?
Sounds like a
I think-
problem.
I think that's a pretty cool anti-tailgating feature, if I don't say so myself. That just, you never want to tailgate these Tesla drivers.
I actually had one today. I was driving back from camp, and
Uh-oh.
some idiot in front of me. We were on I was actually close to back home. We were going back from Holly Springs.
Drayden, you do realize it's
And-
snowing right now.
Yes.
They dropped the pillow out of their car. Our whole line had like
Drayden.
buck.
All right. Anyway, Tesla driver Davis.
No, there were like 4 of us kind of in close proximity, and somebody
Okay.
dropped the pillow from in front of us. I don't know who it was, but our whole line had to like buck, and that was really exciting. 'Cause I think that was a thickums tier pillow.
Oh, that sounds lit. I should do that with my giant beanbag chair.
Yes.
Just chuck that
Oh.
thing off the back. Watch it just stop 440 for a day.
That'll be fun.
Terrible.
Guess what? I'm the only one that gets to move into state today.
Aha.
Oh.
But anyway, that's pretty. That was pretty full. That was pretty lit right there. I remember it was today. I was driving on the Belt Line, and just a shout out to BMW drivers before we end
Yes.
the news and get back. This man, I'm in the far right lane,
You sure it
and
was a
there's an
man?
exit lane to the right of me. He
Okay.
is tailgating me in the far right lane. Now,
What?
Now the three lanes to the left of me are open, and he could go into any of those 3 lanes to pass me. I am only in this far right lane because I need to take an exit.
Yeah.
This man
What?
hops into the exit lane, floors it, ignores the lines and rumble strips on the road, then instead of taking the exit, just keeps going straight where the exit lane was to wind up on just the shoulder of the road. And he floors it on the shoulder past me and the car in front of me before cutting back in and just going on down the road.
That sounds about right.
And, you know, I would have expected that in Charlotte, but
Oh.
not here.
No.
So that's
That's yeah,
You know,
that
every
sounds
now
about
and then
right.
I
That's
just get
BMW drivers.
reminded that there's about 30% of humanity that we need to get rid of. And, you know, today was one of those
Yes,
days.
yes.
And, you know, I'm going to leave choosing the 30% up to, you know, some others. But I just,
Oh my gosh.
you know, we don't need everybody. You know, and I'll leave
That's
it at that.
that's a pretty solid opinion. I could completely understand
Yeah,
where you're
talk
coming
about
from on
some
that one.
unpopular opinions for today. We could lose about 50% of people and survive. All right?
Yeah. That's yeah, no. If we got a Thanos snap and you could choose who was going to be like dusted by the snap, the world would be a much better place. Unpopular opinion.
Amen.
Alright.
All right, here we go.
No. That might be a
Back to
bit too
opinions, then.
controversial for the viewers, but
Little
Yeah,
bit.
you know
that's
what?
true. Okay, are we ready? We do need to sleep at some point. I will
Yes,
let
let's
us
do
know.
that. No more
Okay, everyone. Davis, you can join me in my bed.
he's got a bed in his house,
Always.
but
Oh, okay.
you're more than welcome to join Gray. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean for it to be. I was just, you know, I thought you might not have a bed.
I don't up here yet.
There are monsters
so.
nearby. What the hell you mean there are
Bruh.
monsters nearby?
Bruh.
All right.
Well, me and Davis are sleeping in
Apparently
my
I
bed,
need
so
to do
we're
some
fine.
crowd control in the attic
Think
or
you-
something.
All right, are you ready for this one? Because this is the one I'm excited for. The experience of eating popcorn is better if you eat it like how a chameleon eats a fly.
What the heck? Can I get some like context on the chameleon thing?
Okay. So, and I will agree with this one. I'm very excited about this because I have done this.
I have done this as
If-
well.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the weird one here. So basically, if you eat popcorn like grabbing it almost with your tongue and letting the individual kernels stick to your tongue, then it is what is happening over here, Drayton? What are we
Still
doing?
monsters nearby.
Go back to bed. I accidentally got up.
No, he still can't sleep. There's still.
What?
Oh, I found
Alright.
it. Shoot.
Oh.
It's in the bedroom downstairs. It's a
Wait,
creeper.
what is? Oh.
There's a creeper below Drayton's bedroom. It's in the
that's my
bedroom below his bedroom.
That's mine.
Okay, well there's a creeper in it.
Alright, let's go take
Not
care
anymore.
of that.
Okay, well that was
There you go.
I almost didn't get away from it enough. I just I popped out
How the
here and it was
heck did
like
that
on
happen?
his bed. I don't know. There's so many torches. Anyway,
There we go. I can sleep now.
Devu.
Up.
So basically, you eat it by letting the popcorn kernels stick to your tongue and then pulling them into your mouth before
Yeah, I'm
eating
gonna
it.
have to say no on this one.
It's strange. Yes, it is strange.
It's strange, but I would argue it's definitely better.
I mean,
definitely-
it's fun.
I feel very self-conscious if I just I just plunge my hand into one of those like gallon buckets of popcorn and
Yeah.
then fist popcorn, and I just feel violently American.
One way to say it.
Violently American.
Violently American.
A new
There's
podcast
nothing
available
better
now.
than eating because you're born. That's
I
the
don't
name of
know.
the podcast. That is the name of our podcast.
Violently
Violently
American.
American. We do need to be very intentional about the kind of messages that we say if we are going to name our podcast Violently American. Because that it certainly has some connotations.
Particularly with the far right.
Yes, and with the Native American communities and
Oh,
with
yes, that one as well.
various Asian demographics,
There you go.
Japanese, Vietnamese,
Yes.
Koreans. Yeah, there are a lot of places where violently American evokes a certain response.
Yeah.
Middle East.
All right, we might have to scratch never mind. Violently
Never
American
mind.
is currently shelved for the time being.
Alright.
All right, so we're gonna agree to disagree on popcorn.
Yes.
That's fine.
Next.
Yeah, what else we
Okay,
got?
this one is gonna be spicy.
Is it?
A mom who refuses to make the right sacrifices to earn enough money for her children is just as bad as a dad who refuses to spend time with them.
Repeat the first part again.
A mom who refuses to make the right sacrifices to earn enough money for her children is just as bad as a dad who refuses to spend time with them.
Yeah.
Yes. I
That's-
mean, it depends on the
Because
sacrifices.
it depends on what that first part of this. I think the sentiment of the first part of this is that in the same way that men are traditionally expected to earn money and women are traditionally expected to, you know, invest time in taking care of the children in a domestic setting. Those
Right.
are set gender roles. I'm not saying those should be or should not be there. I'm just saying those are traditional gender roles, at least here in the US. So the sentiment I get from that is that in the same way we criticize men for not doing their part to take care of children in a domestic setting, we should also criticize women for not earning enough money to provide for their families. That's how I interpret it. I don't know how y'all interpret it.
No, I mean it's an interesting look.
I think it is, and for me, it boils down to this is clearly something you should discuss with whoever your significant other is.
Right.
That I feel like a lot of this stems from you don't talk about the expectations you have for who's going to be taking care of your children, and then assumptions are made, and those assumptions are almost never beneficial. So
Yeah.
I think this is sorted out with like just a very simple conversation of saying, oh, like how are we gonna, split time between work and children? Or is one of us gonna take a break in our careers to take care like it's just a conversation that needs to happen. And I think it is an interesting look, and I will agree with it in that in the same way that men should be expected to contribute to raising children,
Yeah.
women should also like the perspective that they could reverse their traditional gender roles and work to provide for the family financially is a valid way. It's there is validity to that statement.
Questions are so much deeper than I thought they'd be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, honestly, these are not okay.
Actually, somewhat related to that. I don't know if it's directly related or not, but I've seen something lately where it's like people are arguing that if one spouse is paying child support, their spouses are divorced or something like that, and one is paying child support, that should be put on like a card which restricts like what things can be bought with that card to make sure that whatever child support money is being like used to support the children.
If there is anything that Kanye West has told us over the years, it's been that there's the potential to misuse child support payments.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
In his song Gold Digger. And I will
He
read
ain't
now.
saying.
Granted, these are words that Kanye said that I'm quoting. I ain't sitting. We're not gonna do that. But
Careful.
I agree with that. I don't know if it's particularly related to that, but yes, it seems like you shouldn't just have that money to spend on anything. That
I
it should
agree.
be spent on the children and their welfare.
Yeah.
All right, what was that spicy one you said you had up next?
All right, you ready for this?
Y'all ready for this?
Da, 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 da.
German is a beautiful language.
No.
Interesting.
That's more of a question for Drayton since he takes it.
Yeah, Drayton is our resident Germany
I
expert.
do
He
I do
knows
take
and
German.
supports nearly everything about Germany.
Well, I wouldn't say everything.
Well, why else did you put this giant Axis cross in the living room?
Now, hold on just a
Yeah.
second. Did you put that back up?
No,
Just
I
like
was
America,
referring
the
to
old
the
version is
carpet.
kind of better.
Wait a second.
Actually, I took German because I thought it'd be fun. It sounded
No,
more
you
aggressive.
took it for the girls.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah, because I sure get a ton of ladies.
You would
by
slay
speaking
at
German.
Oktoberfest. What are you talking about?
Are you kidding? If you walked up to a girl and started angrily shouting German, you're telling me she wouldn't be all over you?
No.
Pepper
Anyways,
spray all over him.
that's more right. That's more like it.
Wait a second. Wait a second. I see what's happening here.
Okay.
You're face to face with a rapist and it's strange. You don't even know
Wait a
how to
minute.
feel. It's adorable. But it's nice to see that victims never change.
Which R. Kelly song is that?
All right. All right.
Not German.
What was I
I could have
saying
gone
again?
further with that.
What
but
was
I
I
agree.
saying?
Angry language. How he took German to.
I took German.
have
Oh yeah, I
fun?
took German. I thought it'd be more interesting than other languages. I thought it sounded aggressive at first, and then the more
A
I
lot of
took
this is
it,
in
like the
past
more I
tense.
realized that it makes sense. Like
Oh,
it's
okay.
not as aggressive as you would think it would be. A lot of people mock it
Yeah.
because it is, but like
Well, I think
I wouldn't consider it.
a lot of the German people that I remember from the past tend to speak in, angrier tones.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
guessing early, well maybe mid to late 1930s. I'm guessing is what you're aiming at.
Yeah, there were
Uh,
a lot of politicians in that time that,
mhm.
they just were very, yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I wouldn't say it's like the most beautiful language. I don't know what is. It's more beautiful than like French.
American.
French is disgusting.
Whoa, that's an unpopular opinion right there. German is more beautiful. So you're saying beauty is dependent on whether or not it makes sense.
Well, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But personally,
Mm.
I view German as more beautiful than French because I don't want to,
So he doesn't like
not
French
pronounce every other vowel in a word. Like that's just
That
too
is
damn
true.
confusing. In German, you pronounce every single letter,
Yes.
and it makes sense. It's actually fairly easy to learn
Yeah.
like how to pronounce words.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. German language and Germany as a whole, it all makes sense and it's beautiful.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
All right. So
Great, and I have a friend who's taking Swahili at UNC next year.
Ooh.
that sounds
Good
those paper
tidbit.
classes we've been hearing.
Yup.
Mm,
I'll have to ask him
Alright.
how those go when he gets on.
Okay.
that sounds fun. All right.
All right. The expectation to remember birthdays is stupid.
Mm,
This is
Depends
a
on
big
for who.
trade-off.
Personally,
Yes,
don't.
it's a big trade-off for me. I agree with it in that a lot of the times when I see people, I'm really gonna target, it's people that post birthday shout-outs on Snapchat stories.
Whoa. If it's over 3, it's not for me.
It's it's not
I don't want to see 3. I don't want to see more than 3 pictures on that thing. It's annoying.
agreed, absolutely. But my
Yeah.
problem is really whenever I see people shout out people that they barely know.
Oh yeah.
And they always use just an unnecessary superlative. Like, shout out to my most adventurous girl, Kaylee, have a happy 20th. Like, what is that? Okay,
That's strangely specific,
I
right?
feel like you just direct quoted what Logan put on
if
there.
I've never... Oh, no, that is not what I was referring to. But I can... You know what I'm talking about. People that, like,
Oh, I
they're
know what
you're
barely
talking
about.
friends with who they're talking about.
Oh,
And
I know
then,
what you're talking about.
yeah. It frustrates me. So I feel like amongst that group, there is an expectation to remember birthdays of people that like there's an expectation to remember the birthdays of people that you
Right.
really don't care about or have a vested interest in a relationship with.
I feel like personally the only one you should really try and play to remember is your significant other. Other than that,
Mm-hmm.
like you better
Significant
hope I
other.
wake up and Snapchat goes, "Hey, it's such and such's birthday today." I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Significant
I'm
other,
not, I'm
friends,
not good at remembering
family.
that kind of stuff.
Actually,
Yeah,
family
I'm
and
not
maybe
great
friends.
with it.
I'm not great
Yeah.
with
Like I don't
remembering
even I don't
birthdays.
I don't have you
Neither am
guys
I.
fully memorized. I know Gray, you're like June something.
Gang gang
Gray, I think
baby,
is.
Cancer.
I know you're January 6th. I think.
Yep,
Right?
that's it. I know. No, Davis
Hey.
is August 6th.
Akins
'Cause-
is the 9th of August, if I'm correct.
13th. Akins is 13th because he has the
13th,
same
that's what
birthday
it
as my
is.
mom.
Right.
Oh, okay. Weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
I remember
Yeah, no,
Davis
I
is
know
because
Noah's.
bombing of Hiroshima.
There you go.
That's it's sad, but it's true.
It is sad but true.
So Davis, we're gonna consider you the second greatest thing to get dropped on the world that day.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Coming out of that opinion.
What do I
Yeah,
smell?
it was,
This
yeah.
is unpopular opinions with the boys. We're gonna get some
It was
unpopular
such a
opinions.
gift they gave
It
Japan
is.
another one.
Oh no.
All right, next opinion.
We were afraid that they didn't get it. Okay.
Okay.
There's one
here we
more
go.
take. Next.
Oh, I like some of these coming up right here. Some of these are just gonna be jokes, but warm and sunny weather isn't good weather. I disagree with this. This is a certified unpopular opinion.
That's
I mean,
yeah.
oof.
It has downsides, but I still consider it good weather.
What do you define as warm?
Let's venture on, shall we? It doesn't specify.
See, that one's weird because warm could be like a lot of things. It could be 90, it could be 75, it could be 85. I don't like that's a little broad. There's a fine line between 90 and 75 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now I've got an interesting one here. Violence isn't always the answer, but is sometimes the only way to achieve justice.
War says hello. Yes.
Yeah.
We're saying yes on this. I
I
think it has some interesting context, given recent developments.
Right.
yeah.
I don't know if we wanna go there or not.
Well, let's
I do think we need to start the second floor. Let's do some interior decorating.
yeah,
I feel like we've
let's
just
get
been
work.
running around.
Yeah, I've just kind of been doing nothing.
I'm the one that's reading. I don't know what y'all are working on here.
I'm kind of just off doing my own thing. I was at
All
the
right, well,
XP farm
Davis,
for a little bit,
you
but
gotta work on your bedroom here.
I do.
yeah, now Davis will work on his bedroom. I'll start working on the second floor. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Anyways,
So,
but I
I
think
mean, we can choose to just opt out of that. I just think it's an interesting question that's risen by, the
Right.
recent movements and protests, and it's
Recent movement.
it's a question that we might have to ask ourselves. So, it's interesting.
yeah, no,
Alrighty.
I think I can agree with that one. I can get behind that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What you got? What's next?
All right. Here's a joke one right here. Somalian pirates should learn sea shanties and sing them constantly. That would fix their bad reputation.
That might partly help. It might.
Honestly, if
So
I
I
was
think the
beheaded
the
for Baby
argument
Shark,
is that they're doing all the bad stuff with pirates, but none of the cool stuff. They don't have the swagger. They don't have the exposed cleavage of extremely pale women. They don't have cool boats and mysterious backstories.
yeah,
These
what
are
was the
Yeah.
not.
unpopular opinion here?
The unpopular opinion really is that Somalian pirates. I think it's that Somalian pirates could be cool and potentially somewhat popular if they changed their image up a little bit.
I'm gonna go with
Hmm.
incorrect on that one.
No, I don't think it'll happen, but personally, I would prefer a Somalian pirate that is singing a sea shanty to one that is not. Uh,
Look, I hate to say it, but if your oil tanker gets hijacked by dudes singing like Baby Shark or something, I think you deserve to get thrown into the sea. There's an unpopular opinion right there, but I hate to say it, but if you get hijacked by some singing pirates, I don't care if they have guns or not, but if you get hijacked by singing pirates,
Yeah, honestly, whenever
well, what
whenever
song are
those
they singing?
situations happen, I
Because I feel
get
like
questioned as to like how bad. I don't know what songs would be.
certain songs could be
Right.
If
acceptable.
anyone wants to
TikTok
suggest some
pirates?
songs that would make Somalian pirates cool, feel free to tune in.
Yeah, go ahead and drop a comment. Right now we got something from, I don't know, this German guy who commented like 40 minutes ago, just a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah, imagine your ship gets
HU
hijacked and
K
dude goes,
comma
"We're gonna make a
N
TikTok in the
question
pilot
mark
house."
T dash T question mark question mark question mark huh? Okay, bye.
Nice.
All right. I mean
That's
that
quoting
about checks out.
Phil Roxon Agatep.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't know enough German to know what he said, but okay.
I love it.
I think he was talking about TTs.
Yes.
All right. So anyway, I believe I need to get back to some more unpopular opinions here.
All right.
Women being obsessed with relationships
Actually, wait.
is
Question, real quick.
Oh.
What if the pirates hijacked you and they played this?
That's acceptable. That's acceptable. On the way.
All right. Okay, Davis.
On the
you
way to
paused that.
hijack your ship?
I have an incredible idea to boost the image of Somali pirates in today's culture. So for starters, we whitewash the entire cast. relentlessly.
Well, this is
Where's this going?
this is all right. What you got next for us, Gray?
Next, we pretend like nothing has happened. So they're still in normal Africa. It's just all the pirates are white. Or at least some of them. Okay?
Okay.
Now, next, what we do is we craft, each one's backstory and really individualize each of the pirates so that they'll. Now, this is going to be a movie here, a full-on
Oh, okay.
feature-length film right here.
Are you trying to make like Somali Pirates Outer Banks right here?
Look, no, I'm not gonna. I'm actually gonna to write a script. I'm not just gonna have a bunch of teenagers pretend they can act. All right, they got those kids off TikTok, and nothing will convince me otherwise. Just because they're hot doesn't mean we need to pretend they're talented.
All right, that's.
an unpopular
And
opinion
there's an unpopular opinion.
I agree with Gray's unpopular opinion. I haven't watched
Also
Outer
agree.
Banks, but I already know I don't care for it.
Seconded.
I like certain parts of it.
They're not even on the Outer Banks. That's an instant no for me.
Yeah, because of HB2, a so-called unpopular opinion.
All right, I'm not going to comment on that one.
Also known as Pat McCrory, aka Stonewall Jackson's Last Stand.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anyway,
Anyways,
I forgot what I was talking about.
HB2.
Yeah.
That's about all I got.
Stonewall Jackson, America's unpopular opinion. Oh wait, I was talking about my Somali Pirates film.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
So basically, we craft a pretty
Welcome to
diverse
Scream.
cast of pirates. And all of
Okay.
these people, I'm talking about the Hamilton of a pirate film. We're
The
gonna
musical.
completely reinvent what pirates look like for today, and it works because they're today's pirates. In the same way that it's like reinventing the founding fathers for today, so we get a really intricate script. We turn it into a rap-based musical, just like Hamilton. And then at the very end of the show, they hijack a U.S. naval destroyer, slaughter the crew in a relentless change of pace for the film. I'm talking it shifts from a musical to a horror film, insanely gruesome scenes. And then
This video's
we
not
switch
getting monetized.
right back to a musical song and the previous tone for the film.
Okay.
They do one celebration song as they've hijacked this naval destroyer. And then you see it slowly fade off into the distance. The sun setting beneath the surface. And the warm, tribal beats of Rusted Roots Send Me On My Way arise in the
my
distance.
Oh
God.
no way.
The credits roll down from above as the shot just continuously pans away from the ship and the sunset
I don't know how to feel
towards a
about
black screen where the scenes are. I think it could completely reinvent how we see pirates.
All right.
this. Yes?
So how do you like this table?
I like it. I don't know where we're gonna sit around it, but
Next question, I guess?
Next question.
all right. I think we're gonna go ahead and say that we've ended the news, even though it never really did.
We never really started the news. Yeah.
We did
Yeah.
start the news. We talked about Ellen and Prince Andrew and all that
Well,
crap.
right.
We
Right.
talked about
We
Kanye
ca-
a lot.
we did talk
We
about
did.
And we had a
Kanye. All right.
huge shout out to Will Smith.
Yes, we did.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so turning away from my definitely real Somali Pirates project
That will
and back
definitely
to
happen
unpopular
in the future.
opinions.
Directed by Michael Bay.
No, we need. I don't know who I want to direct it. Probably the same director that did Holes. I really liked Holes. I feel like it's a very underappreciated film.
It is very
And,
good.
You know, I want someone new, but familiar.
We get
Interesting.
All right. Anyway, moving on from this. Man, I really liked that Somali Pirates one, if I'm honest.
I think you got a winner on your hands there, Gray. I think that's I think
Yeah.
that's a solid idea. I think it's gonna be great. I am lost. There we go.
All right, women being obsessed with relationships is just as annoying as men being obsessed with sex.
Yes.
I like it. I like it a lot.
All right.
I
don't know if there's much to unpack with this one.
there isn't. I think it just
I
calls
just
out
find
a
being
double
obsessed with
standard.
anything annoying.
I mean, that's true, but I feel like in the context of dating, it I don't know. It's just a double standard that results from traditional, gender roles or whatever. I don't think it's. You're right. It's not a lot to unpack. Alrighty.
And look, if I don't text you back, it's not because I've moved on, it's because I have a life.
Oh.
Simply put.
Okay. Don't try and be slick in Davis's DMs. He's got places to go.
Oh.
I do.
Alright. Here we go.
I'm not
Pure
surprised.
white hair is extremely attractive.
What was the thing? Pure what?
Pure
Pure
white?
white hair. Pure white hair.
Pass.
I've rarely
Pass.
heard someone say they like white hair because it looks witchy and creepy. Like it's only used for those characters in movies, but I honestly think many women
Yeah.
and men can pull off a really good look.
Characters
Alright.
and movies, and also Dante
Okay,
from
bro,
Devil May
somebody
Cry.
put Draco Mouthboy wants to know your location. Oh, that's hot.
That's it. That's the meme. All right. Characters in movies and video games, and also occasionally anime protagonists. But outside of that, yeah, no, I don't see it.
Yeah, I definitely feel like that's some anime stuff right there. People
Just the
shouldn't
first
insult
thought I had
themselves
was
to
ice
force a
cream hair.
compliment.
What?
What happened?
What? So I was just thinking of like ice cream hair for some reason. I don't know why.
No, I'm thinking of like
Anyways, next
smoke.
question.
I will say now, I know we all just disagreed on this. There is a trend in the sorority girls at school to do smoke gray highlights.
On what kind
In their
of
hair?
Yeah, straight hair.
No.
It's mainly white girls that do it with brunette hair, like they have like darker colored hair or just brown hair,
No.
but they do kind
Nope.
of smoke gray highlights, and I'm not gonna lie, or they like
don't
almost,
say it.
it's actually closer to dyeing their hair smoke like gray.
That's gonna be another no from me, dog.
Yeah.
You have to see it in person. It's hard to describe what the coloration looks like.
Maybe.
But
I think I probably would have to see that in person. Let me Google
Yeah.
this real quick.
Although I will. Oh, I know
Kid
what
Mark head
we might have
looking.
to give him a little bit.
Uh,
Although I will say it is probably a slightly biased opinion, just because it's already traditionally a more attractive cross section of people anyway.
Yeah, no.
yeah, no, I don't think I really see that. Half the people who come
Vibe.
up look like Karens. I mean,
Oh,
that's
That'd be no to me.
that's a pass. I think for the most part that's going to be a pass. I'm not saying it can't look good. It probably does on some people, but that's a pass for me. I might have to make this into a highlights video. This whole stream. I
oh
think
really?
I think I might do that. I'm lacking a bit of Minecraft content on my channel.
There you go.
I don't know when
Alright.
it'd be up, but I'd have to go through a couple hours of footage, but you know, I'm sure I could do it. Oh yeah, I need some maps.
Alright, I
Next
finally got
question.
a screenshot explaining what I'm talking about here.
All right.
Gotta make sure I'm not sending this to some whack people, hitting them with this.
Sorry, wrong person. Who's the right person?
Draco Malfoy wants to know your location.
I think he does.
I don't know, he could. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about him lately.
I think you need to move on, Gray. He's not going to respond to your texts.
Alright,
Gotta
it's in
move
the
on.
group chat.
Oh. Still probably gonna be a no. Alright, let's do this
Yeah,
bad
I'm
boy.
still not seeing it. But let's look at what you sent.
Nah, that's still gonna be a no.
Alright.
Is that
It'll
even
just be,
gray? That still looks
It's
like
like
blonde
it's
to me.
weird. It's like white. It's hard to describe.
No.
I'm not saying it makes someone naturally more attractive, but it can work. Is what I'm really
Alright.
trying to say.
It's possible. Like, I mean, yeah, it's possible.
That's really the point I was trying to make. All right. So here we go. People should stop calling Latinas feisty and spicy.
Yes.
Yeah,
I just thought it was interesting. I don't think
Why
there's
is
a
it? I
lot
don't
of
know how that's
debate to be had.
unpopular.
I mean, yeah, no, probably. I think I'll agree with that one.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing in the first place.
Alrighty.
Next one.
I believe that all teenagers should not be in relationships.
All teenagers?
Disagree with that.
All teenagers?
Never mind. It specifies 11 to 16,
Oh.
which I know is not a teenage age range, but
Was it agree they shouldn't or agree they should?
should
11
not.
to 16. Yeah, I could.
Disagree.
I agree. I'm not gonna lie. I agree with this. I don't
You know
think
what? I
you
think
should ban them from relationships, like make it to where they can't date, but whenever it's like someone's 14 and they're on their third boyfriend, it's like, are you actually dating people?
That's not a
Like,
serious
call
I
me.
feel like
relationship.
those are special cases, though.
If you're before high school, then it's not a real relationship. So at that point, for the younger age range, yes. I think I could go either way on this one.
I would
I
honestly
can
argue
get
that
behind
most high
14
school
and up.
relationships are kind of a joke, though. I really don't
Oh yeah,
agree.
no, most. Now
I don't know.
some
That depends.
some end
I
up
knew
getting pretty
I knew a
serious.
pair from high school who were engaged already. So I mean,
Yeah, and in
certain
3 or 4
areas.
years when they get divorced, that'll be the end of it,
Well,
Ugh.
I don't think that
I mean, some high school relationships they don't always have to end in like marriage
I
or
just
something like
don't
that.
I don't
They can
yeah.
help you figure out what you want in a partner. They can help you
That's
figure
my
out
whole
who
I
thing.
you
can sort
are.
of see that. Okay.
So
I'll
like
give you that.
16,
That's my reason.
16
I
is
think it's more of,
probably
like,
the youngest
experimenting.
age I think you should start dating. 15
Yeah.
or 16, but I wouldn't say, yeah, no. I agree with that as far as like
I
11
would say
to
like
like 14-year-olds.
junior and senior in high school is when it's okay to start looking at dating, but outside that, I really don't think you understand what you're doing. So,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, Davis is gonna have like a BDSM like cavern in here. It's gonna be hot.
Was
Oh,
not thinking of that, but we could go with it.
I like
There
that.
are a
I
lot of
like the sound.
chains.
Oh,
There are a lot of chains
oh,
in the
yes.
ceiling here.
Nice.
All right. Well, we'll leave
I like
Davis to the privacy of his bedroom and get back down to the second floor then.
Let's let's leave Davis with that. He seems to. I'm gonna stay out of Davis's room for now on.
Alrighty.
Clink, clink, clink. So someone just blew a fat cloud in here. What the heck?
Here's our war room just so far.
Yeah, I'm digging it. I like it.
I think I'm gonna go make some more note blocks just to have as detail.
Okay. Yeah, we do have a space over here which we could have for sort of socializing. I was thinking we could have some cartography tables maybe, and some sheets of paper and whatnot out here.
Cartography table. I like that.
I just like
Let
the
me keep
cartography
thinking.
tables.
Let me keep thinking. The cartography tables. I think one of those would definitely be good.
Okay. Yeah. Great.
I'm gonna make some note blocks. Try and make. I don't know if we have enough materials for more bookshelves yet, but probably
Okay.
not.
Finishing a post with "Thanks for coming to my TED Talk" is cringy as fuck.
Yeah,
No.
9
I
times out of
think it
10,
can be
yes.
used. Well, I think it can be used well. I think in person, I've seen people use it well, where it's like,
I've seen
"Well,
people use
thanks
it
for
well.
coming to my TED Talk," and then in a post online, it tends to be a little cringier.
Yes,
Right.
most of the time
Disagree
online it's
because
abused.
personally, I've done that, and so you can overkill it, but there are ways to pull it off.
No, there are definitely ways to pull it off. It's just I think it's overused
Disagree
personally.
on that.
I think most of the people who do use it don't use it right.
Yeah.
That one came out of left field. I was not
Well, all right.
expecting that.
We did not agree on that one. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. If you're old enough to vote, then you're old enough to be held accountable for poor life choices. You can't have it both ways. Example: student loan debt in the U.S. Kids aren't willing to accept responsibility for making a poor risk-reward decision about investing in an expensive education with no guaranteed return. They want a government bailout. How ironic. You demand the right to vote for a world leader who makes life-death decisions with massive downstream historical impact, but you can't be bothered to make better choices about college investments.
Yes.
I'm gonna agree with this as well. But
Hmm.
I'm gonna agree with it with a caveat. There are a lot of teenagers now and young adults now that do not get the same financial support from their parents that previous generations have. And this forces them to make decisions that others would see as not worth it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you're more well versed in that than I am, so not really gonna comment on that. But personally, like that is, unlike, unless that's just not something. Well, I was gonna say like unless your parents force that on you, but loan debt is one of those things where that's nothing a parent would want in the first place, and that's more of your decision. And so, if you chose to go there, you're the one who has to work yourself out of that. That shouldn't be, because like there are enough schools in this country to successfully roll with your major without having to overpay. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but like that's my
Yeah,
where I stand
no, I
on
think
that.
that's completely fair. I mean, I know of examples on both sides. I know someone that has almost no financial foundation, like no financial cushion in her family at all,
Right.
and she decided that she was going to get a bachelor's in religious studies and then a master's in divinity to be a college minister or a pastor. And
Hmm.
it's like you're going, 100 grand, 150 grand just in
Oh,
straight up
absolutely.
debt to earn what I suspect is between 40 and 50 a year.
Yeah.
That's a good estimate, I think.
Because from what I've heard of pastors that I know, like, I mean, some of them are still paying off student loans in their 30s.
Yeah, which is
So,
gross.
Uh, I, I
yeah,
I can see where you guys are coming from. Uh, there are, I think, a few issues with that argument. While, yes, there are definitely people who don't know how to make responsible decisions and then expect politicians to bail them out. Um,
mm,
it's not like people are able to pay off their college loans like they used to. Um,
yes,
Average cost of tuition now is $122,000 for 4 years, which
yeah,
is ridiculous. It has gone up by 160 times since
yeah.
1975. Meanwhile,
It's
minimum
gone up so much
wage
other things since
Insane.
minimum wage has
1975.
No,
increased
nothing else is gone.
by 3 times. You can't expect a student to work a minimum wage
Yeah,
job. Actually, comparatively, like $2.50 in 1975, which is what I think minimum wage was, that's worth like $20 now, which is more than twice minimum wage. Or actually, it's almost 3 times minimum wage, and
It's
it's more
almost
than
3 times
twice what I
minimum
get
wage.
paid,
yeah, yeah. Well, I think
which
that's
is
just it. To be
ridiculous.
honest, is that you're seeing cost increase at a time when wages relatively flatline. And that puts a lot of pressure. Like I said, you talk about the average tuition being $122,000. That's a problem when the median net worth of an entire familial unit in the US is, I want to say 150. I know for African Americans it's about a tenth of that. So it's it is an interesting and a problematic thing when you talk about college is quickly becoming something that is unattainable for people, especially those whose parents did not attend college.
Yeah.
And I think that's problematic. The one thing I will say in defense of that, and really where I think community colleges need to see a need and fill it,
Yeah.
is in that a 4-year university is no longer attainable for a lot of people And so we need to start advertising other options for those people
Yeah.
Reasonable.
because those options aren't worth it to them. We
Yeah.
need to really stop pushing this stigma towards, oh, you're not going to a 4-year university, oh, you're working out of school. And we need to start looking at, like, hey, some people are facing some very real financial decisions that mean college doesn't make sense for them. So
Yeah.
I see the merit to both sides, and I would definitely agree that this is an agree to disagree unpopular opinion right here.
Yeah. No. And well, yeah. No. That's. I think that's just about it. And again, there are students who do make bad decisions and then expect help, even though they couldn't have chosen like anything worse in their situation. Their own situation is entirely their fault. And then again, there are some students that are really genuinely struggling to pay off their debt
Right.
and need help. So it's a very big gray area.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Old people shouldn't get a pass for being rude, disruptive, hypocritical, mean, self-absorbed, and other negative behaviors. Just because
Yes.
they're old and, quote, set in their ways.
Yes.
I couldn't agree more. In fact, I go much further on this. I think we should just... I think, while I respect some old people, I really just I don't agree with the elderly as a whole, and so
Same
that's
standard.
that's that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much.
I don't agree with just how they expect that just because they're out of touch, they should
Yeah.
expect everyone else to conform to their standards.
Yeah,
You know, I think
yeah.
you see that a lot,
That's really
especially
I
in
just
like you know
don't like that.
them yelling at like customer service employees and they're getting mad at new technology. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. I don't understand
Pretty
why
much.
it falls on us to adapt to your trash. Like,
Yes.
all right, I'm not gonna go on a long rant on old people. That's not what we're here for. All right, not everyone's opinion is, quote, valid.
Yes.
yeah,
I
I don't think that's not really a difficult one. Like-
think it is for some people. I think the idea that, hey, not everyone's opinion needs to be seen as this like great exceptional thing. I think we can
Yeah.
admit that some people are like, oh, like not great and not experts, and they need to recognize others as better and more educated than them on certain topics.
yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
correct.
yeah, I'll agree. I'll agree on that, Jim.
hmm What else we got?
All right, mommy blogs are toxic as fuck and are full of women that don't let their
What?
kids grow up.
A lot of you know
I
what?
don't have a ton of experience with mommy blogs. I brought this one up
I don't
mainly
even know what those are.
to talk about. It's like meal prep stuff
Which?
for where
A
Never
lot.
mind. I'm outside the castle.
I thought you were talking
We're
about the
good.
moms in the mommy blogs, but
No.
Which?
I could. I just want to double apply it. Again, I don't even know what those are. So
I don't have much experience with them either. Gray, but I have seen some, and they seem to be pretty terrible. I feel like that's where we get a lot of anti-vax parents, seemingly.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think really it just comes down to there are a lot of people that don't realize the impact they're having on others. I feel like
Yeah,
these mommy blogs started as just sort of self-promo, looking for people that are going through the same stuff they are, and then I don't think these people realize that you are shaping the lives of not just your child now, but you're creating expectations of other parents of, oh, this is what parenting looks like. And I think that can be really dangerous, and I don't think a lot of people realize that.
yeah.
So, yeah, really I just have a problem with parents that
Don't realize the
have
impact that they have.
expectations for other parents is really it. Like it
Yeah,
just yikes.
yeah.
Okay. Celebrities get too political on Instagram and should stop.
Yes.
I feel like that was isn't that already a
This
given?
is
Like,
I just want to bring this up to again rant that just because you're famous doesn't mean you're grounded in it doesn't mean your opinion matters in other respects. You did not get famous for your political opinions. You got famous because you look nice or you can sing or
that's
honestly
definitely
most of
true
them
for a
don't
lot of
even have a reason.
celebrities.
Like I said, stick to your merits if you're famous and understand why you got popular.
You do say that.
I mean, that's my whole stance on it. Is like I don't have an issue
I can
with it.
understand
It's fine.
donating
You
to
have
like
your opinion.
causes.
Just don't get overly into it because that's not. I think especially with celebrities, most celebrities are in some way in the entertainment business, and that's mostly just a. I don't want to say escape from reality. Like most people go there to kind of get away from it, and because I'm one of the people who just I don't like that stuff getting into entertainment, sports too. That's what that bothers me. Again, like I'm cool with the opinions, express them, but when I tune into sports, I'm trying to get away from that stuff. I'm not trying to see more of it. And so have your opinions, cool, but like don't overpost them.
Yeah, no.
There's
Don't
in our library down here.
especially those within the entertainment business, yeah.
Dude, there is a trader and his llamas inside of our library right now.
Yeah, they like to
Yeah, they
go where they
vibe.
want.
It just happens.
What? An emerald for a pumpkin. There you go.
Yeah, no, they will fucking rip you off. It's the worst. I hate them.
Mm-mm.
All right. I forgot to set my alarm for tomorrow. I need to do that.
Oof. All right, we've got a good one right here.
Oh, we got a good one?
A good unpopular opinion.
A good unpopular opinion? So is that
Picking your nose is the most satisfying thing ever.
Agree.
ooh.
I
I
get
think
that it's
not-
unsanitary and childish, but picking your nose, especially when it's all clogged up with dry snot, is the most satisfying thing. And
I
I
don't know
look
about
forward to when I
most
get home from work or
satisfying,
school
but
and can
yeah.
go to town on my nose.
Yeah.
I feel like this person's a little too into nose picking, but I
Just a
completely
bit.
understand the
I-
sentiment here.
Yeah, I
It
100%
bothers
agree
me
with
at
that.
times.
It bothers me to agree with that. It's not my proudest degree, but yes.
Yeah.
'Cause
No,
I
definitely
think
not my
really it's
proudest.
the horror of thinking that because you see people that have dangling boogers from time to time, and the horror that I could be one of those people haunts me day and night.
Yes.
There are times that I wake up sweating, upstairs and down,
Oh.
and
Oh.
you know, just at the thought that I was picking my nose, or caught picking my nose, or caught with the. I just, this one, it bothers me. I have a lot of trauma related to picking my nose. I don't want to talk about it.
All right.
All right.
Let's just move on
Moving
from that.
on.
Okay. All right. Well done logos like Nike's and Apple's add aesthetic and design to their products and are not just status symbols. Their products would look worse without them or other designs.
I would fully agree.
Yeah. I think
I agree, but to an extent. Lately, there's been this trend in really just athleisure companies of writing. There's been a lot of writing on just products to where it's not just a clean logo, it's like literally writing the brand name over and over and over again, or something
Pass.
to that sort. And I don't think that's a design aesthetic. I don't like that. The most recent trend is just to put random Chinese and Japanese characters on the side of, yes, I'm looking at you, Adidas, and your shoelaces and stuff.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a design aesthetic.
I
I don't
do
like it.
I do find it weird that well, funny you should mention that because that's exactly what Chinese and Japanese people or companies do with American words. They just put like a random American shit on their products or English
Yeah,
words.
it doesn't, I don't like it. It needs to stop as a trend.
Yeah, no. I understand that like Japanese and Chinese like kanji are cool looking, but
Hmm.
like a lot of the time it does not apply. It just doesn't apply. Like it does need to stop for the most part.
Hmm.
And that does really annoy me because like it hurts to agree with that because I was looking at like those what was it, the Zoom Pegasus shoes the other day that have like the Japanese kanji on the side. I don't know what they say, but it looks cool. But I agree that it needs to be dialed back a little bit.
Hmm.
Let me try and find what it is. Let's see. The Air Zoom Pegasus 36.
Hey,
Does it
gang,
say?
gang. I know exactly what you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I
It
saw
looks.
it literally today at a Dick's Sporting Goods. It looks kind of cool,
It does look very
but
cool.
what does it mean?
That I need to
Okay.
hold up. Well, you know what? I got Google Translate on my phone. I'm gonna search this up right now.
Okay.
Dude,
All
Well,
right,
while he's
viewers.
doing that, I would like to voice this popular opinion. Avocados are gross.
Reasonable.
Anyone that's ever
I've never
seen an
had one,
avocado,
so
they're disgusting. Texture-wise, they're gross. It needs to be gone.
I I don't care for avocados personally.
All right, good. I'm glad we're all in
Uh,
this camp.
yeah, no. I mean, I like them in sushi, but that's about it.
pass.
All right, we've got this one I just wanted to share for the group. It's just a comment that says Michelangelo knew how to paint tits.
Oh.
So, I mean, I just wanted to shout that out because we probably never gonna see that again.
Let's
I
let's
don't think
look
we
up
will.
some of Michelangelo's paintings. And also, I searched up what
Drayden's got to
the
add this to the anime from earlier.
Oh,
Michelangelo. Also, I searched up what the kanji mean. It's literally just Nike in Japanese.
Yep,
interesting.
It's
that I
Nike.
kind of.
It's it's uh it's Nike. I probably
Love
should have
it.
guessed that, but
I mean, you never know.
Mostly, it seems like most of what he did was like, well, obviously most of what he did was like religious stuff, but he did the Sistine Chapel, and that seems to be like the biggest. Ah, well, never mind. I forgot about all of his other paintings. Yeah, I don't know. Sure, I guess I agree. I don't know. I don't know art well enough to say whether or not I agree or disagree on that one.
Okay.
Anyways, let's pull the stream
This
back
one
up.
I am excited about.
Yeah. All right.
All right. The insane amount of hype around Tesla has to stop. I'm not denying they aren't
Is
good
it still as
cars.
hyped as it once was though?
Yes, I would definitely argue that it is. Well, honestly, at this point, I would say that it's a lot more controversy than hype.
I feel like Tesla at this point it's a brand that most people either love or hate.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's just a ploy by Elon to kind of thrust it into pop culture, to where it's not necessarily it's because I read about Nike's brand strategy, and one of the reasons they did the Kaepernick ads is because they really saw their most successful years when they shoved themselves into the world's most popular events and the world's biggest conversations. And that's what they were seeking to do with Kaepernick.
Yeah.
And so it's really interesting to see that strategy play out. Um, and I think one of the things Elon likes to do is having him as a public asset of the company's image, that he is so synonymous with Tesla, is huge for the brand, because people are fans of him personally. They're rooting for
Right.
his success story, and they see his personality come to life in the cars.
Yeah.
So I think Tesla's ploy is hype, because the reality is they're not insane as a standard auto manufacturer. They're just an all-electric luxury car manufacturer with a subpar consumer reports. I mean, they've got a lot of crash safety, but it doesn't matter if your cars aren't like
they
have high quality control issues.
As of right now,
And
I think they have, for the most part, better electric cars than just about anybody else. Because everybody else seems to be, for the most part, just struggling to figure out electric cars, and Tesla's got them beat by a little bit.
I don't think it's that they're struggling to figure out the electric car. They're struggling to figure out what to sell. Like, how to sell an electric car. Because the real problem is that Americans didn't have people didn't have a problem with an electric car. They had a problem with the Prius. I think it was very smart of Elon to recognize that from a fundamental standpoint, an electric car makes sense.
Yeah, it's probably where the future is
that
going.
It can appeal to people, but you just have to find the right way to sell it to people. And so the image of Tesla makes a lot of sense. As a way to, you're no longer buying an electric car. No one says I'm buying an electric car and it happens to be a Tesla. They say I bought a Tesla. And
that's true.
I think a lot of auto manufacturers got caught with their pants down in that they don't really know how they're going to sell their cars, because they are literally competing in a segment that Tesla created.
Pretty much, yeah.
So,
I mean, Tesla revolutionized the
I mean,
electric car.
I think the only thing
That's just it.
revolutionary about, yes, but they didn't revolutionize the electric car. They revolutionized branding the electric car. And I think that's
All
a
right.
really important distinction to make. So that's why I agree with this. I agree that there is merit to Tesla as a company,
Yeah.
but it's not what people think it is. And that people think it's such a revolutionary company when it's really just a fancy electric car.
Yeah.
And I know from uh,
I think
from an environmental cost standpoint, because people are buying so many of them and getting rid of them so soon, they're costing they're costing money, or they're costing kilograms of CO2, which is a common unit of environmental impact analysis. Like they're not for people. They're not actually reducing impact on the environment, if that makes sense.
how so? Because they're getting rid of them quickly and that quickly?
Yeah, if you're buying the car, the resources that go into it are still produced through non-electric means. It doesn't matter
Right.
if you're using fuel or not. So these large screens and these gigantic factories that they're building, and all the components that they're putting into the cars are still costing resources.
Well,
And Tesla owners, on average, keep their cars for a much shorter period of time than most people.
but how long do they keep their car for? Because that does depend.
I don't know, but
I
it
think
all depends on
I
how long they do. I think Teslas can impact your environmental footprint,
my
but
understanding is
the
that
people that are buying
okay.
them are buying them because they're new and they're cool and they're fun. Like,
My understanding is that while the manufacturing cost of making an electric car is much higher, since they have zero emission, after that, once you own an electric car for like a year and a half or something like that, the overall environmental impact is the same as a gasoline car, and from that point on is less than a gasoline car. I think
well, and I
that's
think
what
that
I've
just
heard.
depends on the environmental impact study, because I've heard a lot worse. What were you thinking of putting in this corner over here?
That corner, I have no idea.
Okay. Yeah, same here.
But yeah, no,
We
I
could
would
put
I wouldn't.
miscellaneous. This could be like miscellaneous stuff. We could have shelves from our
Yeah,
adventures. I like that.
I
Let's do
like that
that.
idea. Yeah. I would not say it's not as great of a company as like some of its mega fans believe it is. It's also not as bad of a company as its haters say it is. It's somewhere in the middle.
Yes. I guess the point I'm trying to make is that we need to ground Tesla as a company. It is not worth more than GM or Ford.
Shoot.
No.
And so I think
And it's not
there is going to be a
worthless
reckoning.
either.
No, it's not. And I'm sure that I'm certainly not going to short it anytime soon.
Yeah,
But
no. I don't
I
think
think the insanity, the people that think that this is just the best car company the world has ever seen, still need to see Tesla in a neutral light. And that's what
yeah.
I want to say.
Yeah, no. And I don't think it's going away within like the next 5 years either.
Yeah.
I think the Model Y will sell well enough, and I think that's gonna keep them in the mainstream for a little bit.
Yeah.
Now I don't know about the Cybertruck. That's gonna be either a big hit or miss. I'm guessing miss.
I'm praying miss. That thing, if that sells in America, I'm gonna ruin myself.
Yeah, no, I'm guessing miss for the Cybertruck because most of the people who I think would buy it or like that it's trying to target don't want a Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
And I will say, I think the controversial
Oh,
marketing
I've got
strategy works,
some
but
good ones coming up right here. Oh, I'm excited about this. All right, are you ready?
Present.
yeah. Davis has
All
been
right.
silent a while. He needs to
For
get on one of
start,
these.
yeah, that is true. I'm gonna go check on his bedroom real quick while you're working on the shelves. All right, for starters, first one here. Women need to be taught consent. Thoughts?
That is not what I expected to hear.
Yeah,
is that one
I
of your,
liked it.
good ones?
It caught me off guard a lot, so that's why I decided to throw it in there.
I agree. I agree.
I'm gonna go with agree just because I think everyone should.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they bring up double standards of I've seen women sexually harass men, and when they don't respond, they just assume that, oh, he didn't get the hint. Um, I've had my ass smacked by girls because it just looked smackable.
Yeah.
Makes
Sexual,
sense.
it is a double standard. It goes both ways.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people seem to recognize that. Especially
Okay,
women.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting really behind this one.
I have thought about that one, actually, quite a bit.
Really.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I think I agree with that.
All right. Oh, no. Okay. Armpit hair on women is sexy.
No.
Uh-oh. That's gonna be
What
a
do you mean,
no.
uh-oh?
Every
You're saying
That's
woman
gonna be a no
I've
from me,
ever,
dog.
I want to read this one right here. Every woman I've ever dated has consistently shaved their armpits because they thought guys like it better. I never know how to bring up that I prefer the armpit hair on them. In general, my life philosophy has been to not tell people what to do with their bodies. But in a vacuum, all other things equal, girls are way cuter with fuzzy pits.
Nope.
You need to keep your fetishes to yourself, man. That's
Yeah, that's
All
a
right,
hard
that's
or unpopular opinion.
that's a really unpopular opinion right there.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be a hard no for me, dog. No explanation needed for that.
Yeah. Like I said, and it's one that you get stuck in a weird spot with, especially today, just because, as much as you want to be respectful of a girl and her decisions, you also get stuck in like the hey, like that's something like how would you bring that up if a girl did have hairy armpits? Because you can't just pull a 90-day fiance and tell her to shave.
Yeah. This is gonna be a no for me, dog.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Okay, I've got to go one right here. Putting mummies in museums is the equivalent of getting away with grave robbing.
Ooh. Yeah, it's actually a deeper one. Oh.
I think it all depends on the context of the excavation and the museum exhibit, like to what purpose
Right.
they're exhibited. But I don't think it's one
Ooh.
we can straight up ignore.
I'm gonna have to say yes.
I can see where they're coming from, especially
I
with
mean-
wasn't there like a mummy or something like that that they dug up last year, and it was like whoever opens this tomb shall be cursed or shall curse the
Well,
world or something like that. And that was
well, that's
right
all the
before COVID
Egyptian
started.
ones.
Hmm.
Well, that wasn't, COVID was the thing where, like, it was people on Reddit talking about every 18, 20, 19, 20, 2020, there was going to be a pandemic,
Well, there was
and they
that
happened to
too.
be correct. I think, going back to the question, though, I think, like, really looking at it, actually, like, if you do take a corpse from, we'll say, a pyramid and stick them in a museum for international entertainment, I mean, that is, if you do think about it, grave robbery. And so,
Yeah,
they've got a
no,
very,
I think there
that's a
is some
legit, it's a
merit there.
legit point. No, that's a legit point.
Yeah, they make a
Okay.
fair argument.
Granted, like I won't stop it because like I find it entertaining to look at, a mummy or whatnot. But
I wouldn't call it
when
entertaining
when
so
you
much
think about it,
as just interest
historical
piquing.
value, right?
Okay. Now here's one. It is so controversial. It has not a single upvote.
Really,
You ready for this?
older America was
The
better.
genocide of Native Americans was a natural extension of Darwinism. The
Ooh.
eradication of a population
Oh.
due to fiercer competition, inadequate natural defenses, and a slow rate of adaptation. When Europe came to the New World, they brought with them better technology and natural advantages in regards to disease. To use a clunky metaphor, the Native Americans were the buffalo to the Europeans' repeating rifle, even without the purposeful infecting of populations with disease, which one could argue is itself natural in a socially Darwinian way. The leg up that Europeans had was never going to give the Native Americans a fighting chance. It's a tragedy, but ultimately an inevitable one. Invasive species can be devastating.
So is the unpopular opinion just that it's an
The
example of
argument
natural
is that
selection?
it is not, yes, is that this is just Darwinism, the survival of the fittest, and it is. I think that's it. Like, is that the argument? Is
I mean,
that
I think if you like look at it, I guess you could say it's an example of it. I mean, it's an invasive species moving in and pretty much just wiping another group out because of other adaptations. I mean, if that happened in nature, we'd call it natural selection. So, I
well, I
mean,
think
like,
that's
I
just
don't think
it.
you would
Is
be
that the
wrong
human
to imply
context
it.
of it makes it so much more difficult to address?
Yeah.
Is it right? No. Is it natural selection at play? You could certainly make the case.
I mean, I think
I think it's hard not to see the case to
from a
make.
purely scientific point of view, yes, that you could easily make that case and see where you're coming from, but from a moral point of view, is that really what you want to call it?
Right.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's a good way of looking at it. Davis, is this your final bedroom here?
I don't think so. I am kind of lost though, so it might end up being.
Where are you?
That's a good question.
Oh,
All right, yeah. Oh, I'm loving these shelves,
see
Drew.
this guy? The sex chamber is ready.
It is. So whip out a map and get me back to the castle, please.
Um, hold up. Let me go down into the war room.
Yeah, do whatever.
Where did
All
you
right.
did you like go off adventuring somewhere?
I was trying to get some more food. I ended up at the old house, and I got lost.
What's happening?
Uh,
What are you doing with the map?
Davis, you want to let's see. Uh, you want to head to the right. That way.
Davis stays getting lost in this map.
That's the wrong way. A little more to the left.
What do you mean that's the wrong way?
That way.
Alright.
Like head. Wait, is it sunrise or sunset?
Okay.
Head.
Alright, we've
Okay,
got
head
a
away from the
series.
sunset.
Away from the sunset.
Yeah, away from the sunset.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Alright,
Davis has
we've
a
got
serious issue with getting lost. All right.
some
I don't have a GPS in game.
We've got some seriously unpopular opinions up here.
I mean, considering you just hit with armpit hair and Native American genocide.
Oh, no. That's nothing compared to this.
Nothing.
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 Alright.
Really.
First starters here. Biting into a lemon and eating it whole is normal.
No.
No. That's just no. It's not normal.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
never seen a person open their lunchbox instead of taking an apple out, take a lemon out and eat it.
Are they
Well,
are
you
they
know, it's
talking
like-
with
it's
or
like
without the
strawberry
peel?
lemonade. Like you bite a strawberry, it's like you bite lemon, you know?
No.
Do they mean like the
You've
whole
never had,
lemon?
like,
It's
freshly bitten lemonade. It's like fresh squeezed lemonade.
Nope.
Wait, are we eating the lemon with or without the wrapper?
That's still gonna be a no for me. Dog,
With
either way.
with the wrapper.
Oh, with the wrapper.
Uh,
Okay. Because
nope.
I only eat the wrapper is the best part of the lemon. I only eat my lemons with the wrapper on.
Oh, what kind of opinion is that? Who eats straight lemons?
I mean, I've tried it before.
Yeah, tried it. Why don't you eat them anymore?
Yeah, that's a good point. I should eat more lemons.
No.
Okay, here's another one.
Oh, I see.
Bashing America is good. Many people, especially on Reddit, make fun of America for their entitlement stupidity. I think it's a good thing. It shows that people
Whoa.
care about the U.S. and want it to get better itself. Want it to better itself. Criticisms are valid and only helps to improve the country. It is far better to ignore problems or just immigrate like those people in other countries. In fact, I see this as a win-win scenario, as I strongly believe that America is the greatest threat to world peace. If people are willing to see the fault in the country, they are less likely to view America as the all-superior behemoth of a nation that should conquer other countries.
Davis, you want to head to the left.
Yeah, I know. I saw the tower.
Well, I
Alright.
think this
Brought up by some,
person already
villagers.
headed to the left.
All right. I can sort of see where they're coming from. I wouldn't take it to the same like extreme that they did. But
Yeah.
I think too many people see America as like the perfect country right now when it's not. It's got a lot of flaws.
Yes.
I mean, personally, like, we're definitely not perfect, but I think in terms of close to being perfect, or at least being a holy frick.
Oh, shoot, bro. Shoot.
Is it
Oh my
storming?
A
There was
rat.
a lightning. No, dude, there was a lightning strike, and then like 4 of those skeleton horse rider things spawned right next to me.
Oh shoot, those are super
Oh,
rare.
Get them. Get those. Get
They're
those.
chasing.
shits.
Well, get out here with me. They're chasing me.
Where are they?
I'm coming.
Where are they?
On the way.
They're in front of the guard tower, dude. Holy crap, that's scary.
Holy shit. Okay.
Which guard tower?
The main one out front by the cave.
I'm coming.
I don't know where that
Yes,
is.
I want a skeleton
Help.
horse.
As do I.
Give me a skeleton horse.
Help.
How do you tame them?
You need a saddle. Do we have any saddles?
Are we going downstairs?
saddles.
We have saddles. Nice. Ah, that's a creeper.
Are we going all the way downstairs? Is that where they are?
No, they're out here in the field. Yep, straight ahead, straight ahead. Oh,
Straight ahead.
No,
this
like
way.
which fields are we talking about?
Flower fields.
Where me and Drayton are, dude.
I don't have a map, Chief.
Literally, like, just go.
Go to the
straight
guard
ahead of
tower.
the
Head to the west.
Towards Davis's penis?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, to the
Ah, I
right.
see.
To the right of Davis's penis?
Yes.
No, I killed the horse.
Okay.
Fuck.
There's two more. There's two more.
Alright, I'm in the flower fields.
Where are they? Okay.
Where are you?
There's one.
Nice.
I'm in the flower field, guys.
Great. There's one over here too.
I don't see anyone.
They're already
I just
tame.
see a creeper.
All right. All right, come on. Come on, Davis. They're already tame. Nice.
Where'd you guys go?
To get horses.
No, like I'm in the flower field with y'all.
Where did you go, Gray?
I don't know, I'm in the flower field. Oh, I see y'all. Here,
Oh, there
hold
you
up.
are.
Is
Hey,
there any
great,
other
great.
horses?
No, I think it's just these two.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
because Drayton killed the other one.
I didn't mean to.
I thought you said there were 4. Creeper behind. Creeper. Lots of
Nope.
creepers.
It was not 4, apparently.
He was
It's
just
fine. We
breathing.
could just split these. There's 4 of
Still
us
tough,
anyways,
though.
so we gotta share. That's fine. It's
that's true.
fine. This is fine.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. There are hella creepers out here. There's so much crap vibing out here in the fields.
Right.
There's like hella stuff out there. We do need to redo this bridge at some point.
I don't know. I kind of like that bridge. The one that Ethan made.
Yeah, I
What's
just
the,
don't like
what's
the
the
glass.
dismount again?
I don't know
Dude,
what
they're
it is for
roaming
Xbox.
around. How do we
Literally says
keep them here?
Fence it in.
Hold up.
How do you shit.
Hold up. Just dismount and we can tie him to a post or something.
Okay.
Come here. I'll tie him up right here.
Liddy. You might want to get this other one.
Yeah. Where should we put him? I got
Just
it.
tie him up to the
There you go.
lit. Alright, so with that done, back to what were we talking about again?
America.
Murica. Yeah, no.
Okay. I
There
think
are too many
criticism's
people.
valid, but
Yeah.
alright. Now, here is probably the most unpopular opinion of the night.
Doubt.
Wait, let's hear what it is first.
Using your hand is better than using toilet paper.
And
I take back
I
my
just find
words.
it-
Absolutely
I just
not.
find it easier to use my hand rather than toilet paper. I hate the feeling of toilet paper near my anus, and it's just easier and cleaner for me to use my
we're done with this
hand
question. This is
and just
terrible.
rub
Alright.
it afterwards with copious amounts of soap and water. Also, who cares if there's shit on your hand? Your body made it. It isn't that bad.
Gray, if you asked every single of the 55,000 people in your campus this question, not one of them, not a single soul would say yes.
I'm not gonna lie, that's horrific. I hate that someone thinks this.
That question is so scuffed.
That's cursed.
hmm.
Ah,
So,
shit.
hold up. I'm googling.
Bro, I'm getting clapped out here.
Most creative
By what?
ways
A
to
zombie.
call someone stupid.
Ugh.
Where did the zombie even come from?
That question
Alright, yeah,
just
honestly.
spawned
honestly.
crap.
Alright, so I really just can't get over the fact that there are people out there scooping stuff out of their butthole.
Oh. That's so bad.
Okay. Oh no, we've got some spicy shit coming up. Alright. Most women are hotter in their 30s than in their 20s.
How are we supposed to answer that question?
I don't know. I think this instantly becomes a game of trying to find out which one of us is into MILFs.
Wait, what? Sorry, I
And
completely missed the question. I'm still looking at creative
pretty sure
insults.
it's Drayton.
I
It's
love how
definitely
Drayton perked
Drayton.
up at that.
Drayton was really excited at the potential for MILFs. I have a few
anyways.
sites that I can recommend.
Oh,
All right then.
easy.
All right, Drayton, do you want to head back up, try and finish off the second floor here? I was gonna grab some food real quick.
Hold up. Let me just take care of this
Spider.
scooter.
Spider.
Gone.
Yo, dude, that power bow is crazy.
It is kind of nice. I am gonna make some fences. Actually, I'm gonna go get some fences, and just in case,
Hey.
I'm gonna close off our horses down here.
Next question, I guess.
Yeah, dude, honestly, that one just has me disturbed. All right. So anyway,
What?
after this dude that scoops stuff, this butthole and women being hot in their 20s, the argument basically seems to be that most women in their 20-somethings have baby faces and baby fat. Their features aren't as matured and haven't grown into their bodies yet. Which honestly I just feel like uncomfortable reading that. So
Next.
You made Gray
That's-
uncomfortable. Wow.
yeah,
Sicko.
I feel like I think we all three know exactly who wrote that post. Ben Travers.
Benjamin Travers.
All right. Right next, right after that. Comic Sans isn't an ugly font.
I don't think it is.
I disagree. I think it looks lazy, it looks young, it looks amateurish, and I hate it.
I liked it when I was younger, and now I dislike it. So yeah, no, I think
Okay,
that's
alright.
It's informal. It's just not ugly though. Like I find it simplistic. It's a calming font. We'll go with that.
Okay. Family members that kiss on the lips are weird. I brought this just to talk about who we're all thinking about right now. Tom Brady, weird pile of shit. Kiss your son on the lips, looking.
Yeah, it's weird.
Just
Nothing
it's
said on
weird.
that.
It's
Just,
not. It's
don't.
not something that should happen. It makes me think that you were in a cult.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'll pass on that one. Agree.
yeah.
Just stop.
This
Just
is
don't.
it's strange. We need to end that shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Consensus.
Alrighty. Just glad there's no disagreements there. Alright. Let's see if we can find another good one here. Most clothes are extremely overpriced and no one seems to care.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say yes.
What's
on that one.
overpriced is my question, honestly.
Athletic t-shirts.
Yeah.
You slap a Nike logo on a shirt, it should not be $30.
Yeah, that's true. Like, let's not pretend that this is worth that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I think is the worst overpriced clothes stuff. Lately, I've been trying to
Say
find a
it.
good pair of joggers, which are literally just sweatpants
Oh,
with
sweatpants and
a
hoodies are
more
ridiculously
casual-looking
overpriced.
fabric, and it's
I should not
ridiculous.
have to pay $60 for a hoodie of any kind.
Yeah, no,
Yes,
I don't like that.
honestly, dude, $55 for a hoodie is like, what are we
That's
doing?
obnoxious.
Never walk into a Dick's Sporting Goods with the intention to buy anything.
What are you
Have
going
you
there
been
do
to a
then?
Dick's Sporting Goods? It's just
Yes.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it is bad.
I think you're right. I think it is athleisure companies that are the worst, because at least with some menswear companies, some of them have a merit to the price that they demand. And then with some other companies, they're pretty straightforward about, what they intend to they're straightforward-ish about their prices. But I don't know, with others it's just like, really?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, no, clothes are overpriced, and people still expect you to buy overpriced clothes.
Yeah, I do like how much expectation there is, particularly in like that weird middle to upper middle class of like, you just have a bunch of Nike and Adidas stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, but I enjoyed $10 Target graphic tees. Like, that's
Yes.
Amen,
That's it.
brother. Well, and then my favorite part
That's
is like
me.
that they all have different lines, and especially getting into shoes, like they have different lines of whatnot, and they
I keep hearing
expect.
spiders.
Yeah, I think it's those freaking birds that y'all brought back from that
No, they're
cursed jungle.
dead. We killed the birds.
No, there's one still alive in Ethan's house.
Is there?
Ethan's bird, yeah.
Uh,
You know,
Okay, here we go. If you have children, you should be responsible in paying for their college education.
yes.
Yeah.
If it was
I
your
think
id-
this is
if it was
good
your-
in
If it was
just
your
getting
idea
people to have
to
less
have the
kids.
Yeah, if it was your idea to have the kids, you consented to it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should not be having
Oh
kids if
no,
you are not
we've
able
got
to
a
sustain them.
man in need of help on this next question.
Oh, no.
Really, he's not gonna get any from me.
Humans shouldn't be forced to live if they don't want to, and should be allowed to die peacefully when they want to.
Yes. That's quick for a deep question, but
That's tough.
honestly,
That's
yes.
yeah.
But you still want to stop someone from making what could be a
That
terrible
thing with
mistake.
That, though, is only as like a absolutely last ditch thing.
Oh, I've got. Oh man, this will be. Wait a second. What the fuck? All right.
What?
First, I've got a normal opinion. Okay, most movies are better when viewed the second time. I would like to change this one. I think good movies are better when viewed a second time.
I'll go with it.
I think movies, in general, I think, trying to figure
Well,
out
I
how to
think
phrase
you
this.
can look at that two ways. I think the argument against is you're more excited the first time because you see things for the first time, but it's kind of the same thing when you review it, you know what happens, so you can look for minor details more, and those make it better for you when you're looking for those little minor things that you didn't notice.
Well, I think
But
the
you find more
question
enjoyment
is
in
biased. I feel like I'm biased because I like rewatchable movies specifically more than other kinds of movies. So, I feel like it's...
I think you can get a better grasp on whether a movie is good or not the second time you watch it. I think that's
don't
what I'm
agree,
trying to see.
because
say.
I think that
Or how
there
good
are
a
some
movie
movies
is.
that are solely based on kind of a bait and switch, or sort of like just random. Like I think that there are some things that are just based on.
Only that they should only be seen like one time,
Yes, like that they're
but
based
that they're the
on
best.
just a
Okay.
single plot twist towards
Okay,
the
like
end that like you're like, what?
I can
okay,
get
I never
behind
like
saw
that.
that
mystery
coming.
or suspense movies,
Yes.
stuff, thriller
So I
movies,
think
stuff like
it's
that. Okay, that
yeah.
would definitely be an exception.
Makes sense.
But I feel like most movies, the more you, or at least the second time you watch it, for me at least, I am able to get a better grasp on whether or not it is a good movie the second time I watch it.
Yeah,
I
but
feel like that's true for
the
me.
point I'm trying to make is that's because I specifically like rewatchable movies.
Yeah, you can get behind that.
So
All
I
right.
guess that's all I was saying there.
I'm checking out Davis's Sex Dungeon.
Ugh.
Oh no.
The closest I
I'm
can
gonna
get
have
is
to make
stringing
some
a Christmas
modifiers
lights on
to
my
his
ceiling.
bed. I think I've changed my mind. I want Davis to move in under your house, Gray,
Wait a second.
or under your apartment.
Wait a second. This isn't. I see what's happening here.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Oh no.
All right, this is
Got
yeah.
one sad, droopy flower in the corner.
Oh,
and,
look at how sad he is.
sad boy.
Sad flower. All right. All right. How is the are we ready to work on the second floor some more?
Yeah. Give me a sec. You got any more controversial opinions, Gray?
I'm working on some here. Alrighty. Crooked teeth are cute.
Nope.
no.
Yeah, I
And that's
couldn't
it. And
agree
that one's
more
like-
with you there.
And that one's
That's
unanimous. Toss it.
all right. Picky eaters are childish.
Yep.
Yes.
Uh,
Like I can understand
Ooh.
for the most part,
Mhm.
yes. Like I can understand like not wanting to eat something like unusually strange, like I don't know, cow eyes or like crickets or
go.
something like that. That does seem
Mhm.
like a lot of the
Correct.
part, like the mental game, is a little too strong on those. But for something
Yeah,
like I don't know,
I can fully get behind that.
okay.
like you won't eat like mushrooms or something like that.
Right.
Like or you refuse to eat onions or something as mainstream as that. Like, just get over yourself.
Yeah. Alright, there are a couple right here. The advertisements here are the best ones on all of social media, and I don't mind them at all.
On Reddit,
On Reddit?
Yes.
I don't pay attention to Reddit advertisements. I don't go on there a whole lot.
It concerns me that someone's out there reviewing how well advertisements work.
I mean, they're not annoying. I don't know if they're the best, but they don't suck.
I mean, you can scroll by them,
Oh,
so I
shoot.
think that's nice.
Yeah.
Who shut my bedroom door? Watch. Alright. Anyway, pets are overrated. Yes, I have a heart and think
Yes.
animals are cute, but I would rather enjoy time with my friends' pets while keeping my house clean.
Oh,
I
think they're overrated.
I see where
That's
you're.
because you have a chihuahua.
Well, no, I think people like pets so much they become overrated.
Okay.
Like, I get it. I'm part of that. Whenever I see a dog, I'm like, that's just the first thing that draws my attention. But I feel like they become so mainstream that they are now considered these. Like, it's more unusual to not have a pet than to have a pet.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
Yeah,
we were
I
talking
can
about with
see
TikTok
that.
the other week. Like, more now, the majority has it, and so now it's the lesser opinion to not have. Well, that's different now, obviously. But like with pets, like, I feel like it's mainstream now to fully have at least a dog in the house. If you don't, it's like,
Mhm.
oh,
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna agree to disagree on that.
Yeah. No.
I'm
I
not gonna say
enjoy
they're
having having pets.
I love a good pet. I feel like that's just you gotta accept that they come with responsibilities. So that's that. Alright, here we go. Nancy Pelosi has a nice rack.
And all right.
Obviously, they're younger, more perky breast, but for someone who's over 80, Nancy's knockers are holding up quite well. It's
gonna pass.
quite distracting to watch her give speeches without my eyes drifting towards them.
Davis straight up left.
Yeah, I'm leaving the call.
Seriously. When she pops those teeth out, she's gonna give us a world-class blowjob.
Oh
Oh,
no, no, Chief. That's gonna be a no from me, dog.
that's gonna be a fat no for me, dog.
Alright. Wow. Okay. That's just...
My game
That's
just
something.
froze.
We're just gonna leave that there, honestly.
That question was so bad it made my game freeze.
Okay. Alright, here's a good one. Girls are more attractive in suits and tuxes than dresses. As a straight male, I find that women look better dressed in fancy clothes, usually made for men. Oh, wait, no, tie and everything. But every time I see a girl in a nice suit, I'm hooked more than I would be if they were in some fancy dress. I'm torn on this one. Because I will confess that...
That's a 50-50 question.
Alright, I'll start out with a much more a much more popular opinion. Girls can be very hot in blazers. I think we can all agree on that.
Seconded.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that's that like you know I feel like we can agree there. So I understand where we're coming from, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now my issue here is really just that like they seem to be attracted to women wearing men's clothing,
Mhm.
not. But I don't really know. I can get both sides of it, but for me the tie definitely ruins it. Like blazer and blouse is like okay, but then tie is like that seems like a very male thing
Right.
to me, and like it's definitely not standard for female business or business casual dress code. So I don't like it. I also think it's partly I can see a negative connotation around women that would wear dresses. Yeah, I feel like there's been a big backlash recently among a girly girl type where, you know, oh, Davis is back.
Oh,
News.
Davis is back again.
But I feel like there's been a backlash against, what the girly girl of the 2000s was perceived as. So,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think that's it's still interesting to me.
All right. I could see where that's coming from.
So, and that one is. There are a couple that are Minecraft
Minecraft. Oh, I feel like,
based.
well, we
They're
have to
like
talk about
going
that.
after 'em. Well, they're basically saying that Minecraft's old and boring. So,
I don't think you can.
Disagree.
I don't know. I don't think you can really say that. Minecraft is very much a make your own fun game, so it's like it's as fun as you are creative.
okay.
And also, with the regular updates that the game gets, at least like once a year, it gets like some major update where it adds like some new thing for you to explore.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think, no, I don't think it's boring. It's as boring as you make it.
Right. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
most games too.
Yeah. I mean, and obviously I'm a bit biased because, that's Minecraft is mainly what I play, but, I think as
Right.
it's now the best-selling game of all time, so I don't think my opinion is exactly uh
Well, and
alone.
also I think it is designed to be very timeless in
Yeah.
it in every aspect of its design. So, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
It's meant to be played over and
Moving
over again.
along here. Yeah, obviously we support Minecraft here.
Mhm.
Okay. For starters, here we go. The best burgers are the ones with a lot of vegetables, and burgers without vegetables are awful.
I wouldn't say awful, but there's definitely a little bit of flavoring because of adding vegetables into it.
For me, it depends on what vegetable. I will not tolerate a tomato. If there's a tomato on my burger, I will send it back.
Makes sense. I've come around on
Uh,
tomatoes recently. I'll give them that.
I like
I
tomatoes.
do.
I don't like them by
I've come
themselves,
around
but
on pickles lately. I can do pickles now. Lettuce and pickles and mayo. Basically just white people shit.
I won't do pickles though. I will say that. I'll
Okay.
only go lettuce, onion, tomato if I'm feeling
Okay.
it. That's pretty much my extent.
All right. So I can see the merits of vegetables, but anything, anyway here. Keanu Reeves is overrated.
Wrong.
He is a
I don't
good
think
actor, and I do
overrated.
like the guy, but good lord, stop sucking his dick. The amount of worship he gets on Reddit mirrors people who worship the Kardashians perfectly, and I'm not gonna pretend it doesn't.
That's just because he's a meme. I think he's more of a meme than he is valued for his acting skills. Like there's a
That's
little bit of a
true.
difference
I
there in how
loved
like
his. They played him in what was he in? It was a Netflix movie. It was like Always Be My Maybe or something. But
I would say
he was like a parody of himself, and it was great.
Hmm.
So
I'd say
okay,
for me
we're getting into some
personally,
spicy territory after this.
I like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, no,
I
think we
really
should
like
hold.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves is a Tom Hanks level actor.
yes.
Yeah, no. I think he's definitely one of the better action stars out there. I think. And also I think his popularity doesn't just come from the fact that he's like a good action star. It comes from the fact that he is a great person. Like, didn't he donate something like
Yes.
80% of the
Yeah.
profits he made from The Matrix to charity?
Probably.
Which
No,
is
it's
something like
ridiculous.
$200 million he
Yeah,
made
it's a
from that
lot.
movie, and 80% he donated to charity. Which
Yeah.
is insane.
Well, I think that's really just it. Is like, it's not just because he's an actor. It's because he's like a great person.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I'm
Exactly.
excited for this one, and I'm just gonna read you the description and then the title.
All right.
Think of a soft, tasty, and juicy steak, ready to be eaten. You start going at it, but then your mouth starts to get bored. You want something simple in a non-overwhelming amount. That's where the Oreos come in. Their simplicity gives your mouth a small rest that it needs so that it can reset, making you ready to go back to the steak again. The two complement each other and make for a perfect, fulfilling dinner without being too much food for one person. Title: Vanilla Oreos and steak are the best dinner.
Oh, is this
I
more
don't
of
know
it's
what I
like
just
legit a
read.
good meal, or like this is like if I
I
would
feel
eat
like
this.
this is something we are gonna have to upload a food review video of us
Bro,
eating
steak
this
mukbang?
infamous golden Oreos and steak. I feel like that's the only way to, you know?
That
Next weekend,
sounds
Drayton's house.
that sounds a bit cursed to me. Uh
It is off.
we should
This
try
is-
weird
we are
food
getting into some-
combinations. Weird food combinations. Oreos edition.
That's
That's
your-
what we'll start off with.
That's your
Okay.
face reveal. We're
All
doing
right.
Oreos and steak.
Yeah, that's my face
Okay.
reveal. I mean, I was
Okay,
gonna have to
there we
reveal
go.
it at some point. That's what we'll do for 300 subs. I don't
Oreo
know.
and steak mukbang.
I
face
was gonna
reveal.
gonna
dude,
make
for
a Discord
1,000
server, but
subs.
you know. Okay, we'll just cover out my face for the entire video. That's fine.
All right, are you ready here?
Yeah.
Here's
do
our
it.
next one. Stepping on Legos is a good feeling. Stepping on Legos feels good on your feet.
Nope.
Maybe it's the multiple holes that let your skin sink in, or the hard plastic tickling your feet, or maybe the nice chunky feel of the Lego.
Ooh. Nope.
Who are these people? I'm
Again,
not gonna
we don't.
lie. I
I'm gonna
think
pass.
the most surprising thing about tonight is that
The strange number of fetishes that people come up with and
no,
announce
we've
on
just found
unpopular
so
opinions.
many surprising things in this. I really thought this was gonna be a bunch of quote unpopular opinions that were really popular, but we have found some genuinely disturbing stuff on here.
Yeah.
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 Okay. All right. So yeah, that's just we're gonna leave that one where it is.
That,
Licking ice cream
yeah.
is weird. Biting ice cream is the right way.
I do both.
I'm
So I
sorry.
can't
I
really
like my nerve endings. Thank you.
I am not a huge fan of it. It depends on where I'm at. I feel like in private I will lick ice cream, and then in public I will bite it. I don't like other people looking at me while I'm licking something.
Well, see, I do
Okay.
both when I eat it out of cones, though.
Okay. For a second, when you said biting, I immediately thought of like biting it like with your teeth, which is
No, you can like grandpa it and like
that's
just sort
okay.
of
I guess that's kind of what I
yeah.
do. No. Yeah. No. In private, I guess. Yeah. No. Licking. But when I'm with other people, I think I guess bite. Alright.
Ooh, here's a good one.
Uh-huh.
Playing video games alone sucks.
Disagree.
I'm gonna
Disagree.
agree on this one.
It doesn't suck. It's just better with friends.
Yeah, no, I find it relaxing playing alone. I don't have an issue with it.
I just I don't know. I got into a phase or whatever. It was back in the Halo and Destiny days where it just would get on and just play, and then it just got really really boring.
Right.
All right, it is snowing right now, so if we want to sleep through the night and avoid the
Sleep.
snow, it is time to
Sleep.
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 Yeah.
Sleep.
Let me get up there.
Davis, go back to your sex dungeon.
Ugh.
Maybe
Alright.
that's why the creeper was in there.
That's a pass.
Perfect.
And Davis said, "You started out as an accident, you're gonna end as one."
Whoa.
Well,
I don't know about that.
Oh, I hear the phantoms.
yep.
We shouldn't anymore.
Ooh, politicians should have an IQ above 120.
Yeah. 100%.
As long as you can make effective policy, I don't care what your thing is.
I like vertical videos.
No.
Only if they're being played on iPhone.
Oh, alright.
I can't stand that when I'm trying to like watch a video on my computer. It's someone's terribly shot iPhone footage.
Yeah.
Dang, I need more leather. Um, oh, hello, string. You're exactly what I was looking for. Boom.
Okay, here we go. I love airplane food. The food is mediocre and clearly not home cooked, but I get so
Before you
excited
wait.
when I
I
see the
haven't been on
flight
one since I
attendants
was like
come
5,
down
so
the
I can't
row
relate.
with the carts.
Wait,
What was that, Davis?
Davis, what?
Dude, I haven't flown since I was like 4, so I cannot relate to this question.
Mm,
Um,
okay, well then, I mean, I might just pass on it.
I've only flown like a handful of times recently, and I never really ate airplane food. They gave us some snacks, but like I never had food that was like made on the
Yeah, even on
airplaner, I
my
guess.
longest flights, they're only 5 or 6 hours, and they're kind of timed out so that they don't have to serve a meal.
Yeah, they kind of just like, here's some peanuts or some British, I don't know, what do they call them?
Right.
Biscuits? I guess British call them
Oh, those
biscuits.
things are lit, baby. Yes, sir.
Yes, they're basically cookies. We can all agree. It's a real
They're
biscuit is the
cookies.
Southern
Yeah.
institution, but those British biscuits are just cookies.
Yeah. All right. Anyone who puts peanut butter on a bagel should lose their job.
Yeah, all right.
No.
My girlfriend told me that she loves to put peanut butter on her bagel, and I'm blind and rage at this.
I can understand why. That's like now.
I can get
My
behind
younger
peanut
sister
butter.
does it. I don't understand it at all. What's worse is she puts peanut butter and cream cheese on her bagel at the same time. And that's
Oh,
kind of cursed. That's kind of cursed.
that's scuffed.
Ooh.
Yikes. Oh my gosh, we've got someone giving up on life right here.
Someone's giving up on life?
You ready for this? Addiction's a part of life. Pick one that won't get you in trouble.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
I feel like you should. I mean, habits are part of life. I don't think addictions are.
Right.
I mean, I can't really argue with them at the moment because I'm on a caffeine addiction, and have been since I was what, 12, something like that. So, anyways, at least that's how long I've been drinking coffee. So, and I know I can't go a day without coffee, or at least some form of caffeine anymore. So,
Oh.
anyways, I wouldn't recommend addictions, but yeah, no, definitely. If you are gonna have to pick an addiction, then yeah, pick one that won't get you in trouble, like caffeine.
Pretty much.
'Cause coffee's not terrible to get addicted to.
Mm. Completely straight hair on women is way too hyped up and not that attractive.
disagree.
I think I'm gonna agree a little bit on this one, but under a set of circumstances here. Davis, do you want to go
Mm.
first, or am I explaining myself here?
I mean, I don't think it's overrated. And I do like I don't have a preference on hair, but I mean, I don't find it unattractive. So
Me either.
it's
I guess
more
I'm talking
appealing to
about
me
people
than
that have
other cuts.
excessively straight hair.
It's fine with me.
Yeah, no, I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, there's not too
Okay.
much to argue here. I just like I don't have an issue
Well,
with it.
my problem arises from girls that do this when they have larger foreheads. And I feel like what it does is it, by ruining their hair's volume as well as the hair's ability to cover their large forehead, I feel like it can make people that have either just rounder foreheads or larger foreheads in general, it can make them look really goofy, and I don't like it.
I get it.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about when people put like they're like a sheet of paper is what their hair looks like.
Okay. Yeah, no, I can see
Not just
that.
people that straighten their hair.
Yeah.
But I
We gotta
guess that's
stick with
probably
it.
not what they're referring to. What are these bookshelves over here going to be for?
I guess a library is what I was thinking.
I thought we were putting that in at the church.
Oh, is that what we're doing with it?
Yeah, this is going to be the guards' room.
Oh, right. Shoot. I forgot that's what you wanted to do. All right, well, I'm still collecting books. Or it's still
Okie
good to
dokie.
collect leather for books, so I guess I'll just put those in a chest over here, along with these
Because I was
looms.
thinking we'd have kind of like a table for the guards to socialize, and then sort of a small reception desk right here, and
A
then
reception desk.
a cell over here with two different cells for where people
Oops.
can be
Sorry, Davis.
detained.
I walked in on Davis.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Not
Whoa.
again.
Whoa.
I'm pretty sure Davis has mooned both of us multiple times, so
I'm hoping.
I don't know about
I don't
multiple
recall. I don't recall being mooned by
I don't think I've
Davis.
ever
Now
gotten
that I've
mooned.
said that, I'm sure it's going to happen next time we get together. But
Eh. I don't know.
hmm.
all right. Me and Drayton, I feel like this is going to be an interesting one because of our height differences here.
Ah, all right.
Being tall isn't actually that nice.
That is interesting. It's a very interesting take.
I wholeheartedly agree with this.
Makes sense.
I'm gonna disagree. I think it
I
has.
d-
I
just
think it
don't
has
think
more
it's that
benefits.
nice.
I think it has more benefits than downsides.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone considers the downsides, which is why I don't think it's as beneficial as people say.
I mean, that is true. On the other hand, being able to reach tall places, not having a ladder,
That is true.
not needing, yeah, and it doesn't mean you're automatically disqualified from participating in most sports or being good at most sports. Oof.
Yeah, but it means that I'm really restricted in what kind of cars I can look at. And there are some buildings where it's easier, like it's more difficult to I remember there was one place I stayed where I kept getting hit in the head by the ceiling fan. It's horrible. It's discrimination.
It does sound horrible.
And then I don't know. I just
See, I've never really had a problem with fitting into cars.
yeah, well, I have because so much of my height is in my legs.
Well, same.
Well, I have had a problem fitting into cars, so I don't know.
I mean, fitting into the back seat of
Okay.
cars, maybe. Like,
Well, that's
like
what I'm
even
talking
s-
about.
like,
When I get into the backseat of most cars, I'm like putting both my legs to one side, or like splitting them. Like I
yeah,
can't
but I feel like,
put my knees straight in front of me.
I guess I'm in the front seat so much that unless it's like
Oh.
all of my family in a car together, then I'm
Mm-hmm.
usually in like the front seat.
Mm.
Just realized this would be better on the other side of the room. Yeah, no. Like even small cars, like I don't have an issue fitting into. Like I know I can fit inside a modern Mazda Miata,
Mm-hmm.
surprisingly. And for the viewers who don't know, I'm a big man. I'm a big guy.
Drayton is thick boy.
I'm
He is thick and
6'5".
tier.
That is canon height for me.
He's talking about inches.
Yes.
Oh.
No, in meters that's like I think that's a solid 2 meters or something like that.
Gang gang.
Noise.
It's at least 2 meters.
At least.
Yeah, no, at least.
I don't know. I feel like it's not something people consider the downsides of. So I guess we
No,
will
I ag-
agree to disagree.
No, I agree that it is something that people don't often consider the downsides of. However, I enjoy being tall.
Yeah.
The best part
Right.
about it is that I often don't even see myself as that tall. I just see everyone else as short, and I kind of like that mentality in myself.
Yeah, that is true. I just don't like whenever I don't know. Lately, particularly, my girlfriend and all her roommates are tiny. Like, I mean, I'm tall, but they're like short. So I'm about 8
So-
inches taller than almost everyone else at the house. So I just get
Oh.
put in these like, hey, you're tall. Like, can you do this? Can you grab
Right.
this? Can you hold this? And it's like, really?
Yeah, that is a lot of it.
So
I get a
that's
lot
not
of
very
stuff like that at work. So,
Yeah.
Can't relate.
Who can relate?
not Davis.
Yup.
Well, that's tough. Talk about that, G. I don't know. It's an interesting one, I thought. I don't know what I want to put in our little shelf section.
Trying to figure out these
I have-
chairs.
Oh, are you?
There we go. I guess I'm just going to go with these sort of bench looking things.
Okay.
Actually, ooh, I've got a better idea. Do I have any slabs on me? Nah. There we go. There we go. Kind of like that.
Right. I think what I'm doing right now is I'm gonna have like some different samples for our wildlife from near and far.
All right. I like the sound of that.
It's not really gonna be that diverse, but it's okay.
Hmm.
Other than that, I'll try and sauce us up another unpopular opinion real quick. Alright, since women and men now have the same rights, and that's in quotes, women should be eligible for the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And this, I could not support this more.
That or they need to not make the draft mandatory.
Yeah, why is the draft mandatory? Like, that really makes me think we planning on starting something, you know?
Yeah, what
Well,
was
in
that
case
thing
someone
about
else does something.
U.S. being like a global aggressor, the biggest threat to world peace? Like,
Look, we are not a global aggressor. We just really care about maintaining peace.
I think most of it is if we go into conflict with like India and their 2 billion people, we might
Yeah, we need to be able to
all hands
destroy
on deck.
India for when they attack. Have you seen India? Because it's pretty real.
Yeah. 2020 news, India is indeed a country.
Damn. That's crazy, bro. How can I put sea pickles down? Does anyone know?
Excellent question.
I think I don't know.
Because I swear you could, like, set them down.
I know you can.
I had to get somebody to Google that.
How to put sea pickles down?
Yeah.
How long are we gonna be streaming tonight for?
Who knows?
Not
I
sure.
don't know if you boys realize, but it's been over 3 hours.
It's it has. Shoot, it is 12:45 here on the East Coast,
That is.
and I
That's
was
crazy, bro.
kind of sort of planning on getting up early tomorrow.
Oof.
You gotta make the pizzas tomorrow.
Yeah, no.
You gotta make the pizza.
Yeah, no, I do have to work tomorrow,
Papa Drayton.
unfortunately.
Papa Train gonna give you a pizza.
Whoa.
You a mobster now too?
What, working
Papa
for,
Train said, get back in the kitchen.
This is
You making the
got no
pizza,
comment
I'm
for
making the pizza.
Is that how you apply to work at a pizza place?
yes, yes.
How funny would
fact, that
that
was
be
fun
if I
fact,
showed up to
that's why they
Papa
hired him.
Murphy's?
Drayton showed up to his interview. He was like, "I want to work in the pizza industry."
What if I
They hired
show
him right
up in
there.
just like the goofiest looking hat? You ever like the goofiest looking chef's hat
Show
and like a full pastry chef uniform.
Nah, show up in like the Mario Bros. Like hat and overalls. Like.
Oh.
It's a pizza time.
But they fire you on the spot.
Could you imagine
It's
if
a
you just
pizza
like
time.
like the second they sit down, you're like, it's a pizza time, and then you just wander off into the back. just start fucking wrecking the back of the pizza place, just throwing shit everywhere. You're just pans
Oh.
flying everywhere. You walk back covered in flour with a pizza that has nothing but tomato sauce around the edge and a chunk of olives in the center. This is how we do it in Italy.
Mamma mia.
You
Yes.
taste the pizza, yes. It's like not even cooked. It's just a circle of dough with pizza sauce around only the edge.
There is your one Italian sub.
This is what you want, yes?
Oh.
All right. I completely forget what we were talking about before that.
We're talking about how long we've been.
Oh yeah,
long
it
the
has
stream's
been.
been.
It has been 3 hours.
I put a little
kinda
something
whack.
on the shelves, but I don't know. So it's more than nothing, but it's not necessarily done. I'm digging the. Oh, I kind of like it. I was kind of thinking iron bars, but this is different, and I like it.
Um, yeah.
It would be
Well,
a lot of iron
I didn't think
bars.
I had enough iron to go around.
We'll do do the edges and then. All right, let's get back to it then. Watermelon is overrated. Thoughts?
Disagree.
I don't care for watermelon actually, so I could agree with that.
Okay, all right, we'll leave that there. Oh. Okay. Here comes a description reading one right here. Hear me out. Maybe you've never had them, but one of the best snacks there is a bowl of completely frozen grapes. All the juice freezes.
No.
It condenses, making the grapes sweeter. Plus, it's great as a healthier dessert replacement instead of ice cream or popsicles. As they start to defrost, they have this soft but frozen consistency that's addictive. Don't believe me? Give it a try.
Yeah, it's gonna be a no from me, dog.
Are not good frozen. All right. Wait a second.
Grapes.
Grapes?
Oh.
All right.
Sorry.
We are gonna have to wrap this up soon though, because
That's a wrap.
I really did just realize that it's 12:50 already.
It is. Do you want to try and wrap up the the cells here, and then
Well,
we will
I think I have wrapped them up actually.
get this nice large table for the guards to confer at. I'm very happy with that. Got our war room over here with we can put some of our proudest achievements here as we collect. We can have this be like plant samples and just slowly collect more and more plants.
Yeah, we could. I like that.
I do like that as well. So I'll just
Uh,
have some pots scattered throughout there for our. So we'll have that. But yeah, I'm very happy with the way the second floor here has turned out. I
yeah.
don't know if Davis has made any more progress on his bedroom here.
I have not.
Yep, still the same
Let's see.
sex dungeon that we remember.
I mean, I'm content.
What about the rest of it?
What do you mean the rest of it?
Like there's a whole just half right here.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, no, it's still the same room, Davis.
No.
Davis has just been down there vibing the whole time.
Pretty much. I'll leave the building to the experts.
Ah, thank you. No, we were waiting for you to. Well, we were gonna see if you wanted to design your own living room, you know.
All right, well we will just work on that, and Ethan's down the road then.
Yeah,
Surprise me.
we'll do that later. Now next week is move-in week for us, right? Greg, you're
I'm
moving
moving
back on
16th.
I move in on the 8th.
the 8th. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you were moving out on the 4th or something, but all right. Yeah, no. So Gray's on the 8th, Davis on the 16th. I'm moving on the 6th. So I don't know. What's the
When
next
did you
date?
say you're moving in?
Me?
Yeah.
The 6th.
What?
Yeah. I'm moving on. I'm moving on Thursday.
Gang gang, baby.
Oh my
And
God.
Gray's got Saturday, next Saturday, I guess.
Yeah.
So let's say I guess the next stream day would be potentially either next Saturday or next Sunday.
Move-in day special.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
something like that. The move-in special. We'll see how that goes. But what was I coming down here to get? Oh yeah, armor.
All right. Here's a gem.
All right.
You ready? You ready for this one?
Yes.
It's not gay to have fun with your homies.
Have fun.
Me and some
Disagree.
dudes were fishing last summer. Caught a few bass and a nice pickerel, but nothing worth keeping. Anyways, afterwards, we were all bored, so just for fun, I put on some Aerosmith, started making out with one of my buddies.
Disagree.
Then I bent the other one over a picnic table and went to town on that ass.
That's
I
a
wasn't
full
even that
disagree.
turned on. I just wanted the experience of doing a man's butthole. Afterwards, I packed up, went home, and watched The Last Airbender. In the end, it was a great experience, and I learned that smacking weens with your homie is just a good way to kill time. It's not weird at all, and it was
What?
fun for all of us. Top comment, that's gay.
And they're right. That's why it wasn't weird. That's gonna disagree.
That's sorry. That's one gay for me.
Yeah, that is. Ooh.
I'm happy with how this is turning out. Oh, this is nice. This shelf area over here, that looks really good. Davis is in his room once again, staring at lanterns.
Yes. Indeed.
Okay, well, I think it's about time to go ahead and sign off for this week.
Yeah, no, I feel like
So,
we didn't have a that productive a week in terms of stuff that we built on stream, but I feel like
it was more productive than
we had a
last week.
very productive conversation. So
Yes, I think
Correct.
this went smoother than last week did, personally.
Yes, it did.
that is true. Well, that's because we just needed someone else to do
Yeah,
the reading,
well, yeah, that's partly it.
and it helps to have more people talk
It
about
does.
Right.
I like
stuff.
unpopular opinions. We're gonna have to come back to this one.
I think we've said that about both subreddits that we've tried
Yeah,
out
no,
so far.
relationship
So
advice was very interesting.
it
I
was.
think
There
we
were.
agreed that people on Reddit give solid relationship advice.
It was honestly pretty impressive to watch,
Yeah.
to see.
So, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah, I'm really happy to have some of the interior stuff done here.
Go ahead and sign off. I'm gonna save and quit.
All right. Thank you all for tuning in,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
and
Thank
we
you.
will see you at some point next week.
Next weekend, hopefully. Me and Gray will be moved in, and Davis will still be at home,
Like a
living in his
bitch.
parents' basement.
That
All
is
right.
correct.